What are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, turn of the screws, it's all in your mind, and it's fighting you on yourself. The storm is coming. Well, kid, what you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling. Phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches, come out of the ashes underneath you. A million voices in the crowd, they're screaming, stop now. Well, let them swallow the pride, you're turning the tide to true believers. Got them in the palm of your hand, you're playing God now. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling. Phoenix fly. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling. Phoenix fly. Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die when
for the long run, strap in for a long one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come on, get your spoiler up ahead. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，键盘琵琶在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的挑逗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead and born. I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
You know who it is, coming round again. We want a dose of this, right now it's KD. I'm a goddess with a blaze, 소리처럼 내 이름 잊지 못하게 loud, 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 loud. I could take you to the top, 절대 멈추지 못해. 내가 끝내주는 bag, yeah, yeah, yeah. When I started talk like that, oh, you know how to react. I'm a picture perfect face with that wild in my veins. You can hear it in my growl, 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 growl. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. 다 할 수 없는 래퍼. 나와 되길 원한 늘 확신해. We got it all in our hands now. So can you handle what we're all about? What's so tough? Let's get it, show you up. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we're gonna wear the crown. You can go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. We go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. You ready for this?
Let's go.
See, 언제든지 내 모습 매직 단 한 번에 내가 잡아 절대 기죽지 않지. 펴펴 네가 뭘 알아. 견딜 수 없어 원해도 원하는 게 얼굴에 보여. I'm troubling you running it, I'm so cold. When I move that way you gon' be so blown. I'm the realest in the game. Said I'm on fire with the blade. You're about to hear my name ringing in your head like whoa. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. We so
hours of pain. Vi sörjer, vi sörjer. Cold and empty, lifeless remains. Vi sörjer, vi sörjer. Fields of the fallen, and blood washed in rain. This cannot be all that will be. So you have torn this world apart. You came for our suffering. So bleed, cut us deep, find the depths that you seek. But just remember, we retreat, but we live on. Those that die unforgotten. Just remember. Gone is our home now, it's only memories. Vi sörjer, vi sörjer. Looking onto a life that can never be. What did you believe? Believe you would find. And so you have torn this world apart. You came for our suffering without. So bleed, cut us deep, find the depths that you seek. Just remember, we retreat, but we live on. Those that die unforgotten. Just remember. So we'll die and we'll fall here. We'll lie torn and broken. Die but will not be forgotten. We remain and we stand So we bleed, cut us deep, find the depths that you seek. Just remember, we retreat, but we live on. Those that die unforgotten. Just remember. So we bleed, cut us deep, find the depths that you seek. Just remember. We retreat, but we live on. Those that die unforgotten. Just remember. Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you're chasing. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment. Now is your time, so prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. for the summit. Visions break the one false step, lead the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through and rise, rise. They will remember you. It is you fight among the dead beneath the dirt. Or do you know yet? Or do you want it? And when the giants call to ask you what you're worth, or do you know yet? We don't die. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through and rise, rise. They will remember you. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Pick up your weapon and face it.
There's no time for redemption. Those flags you wave, will they hold up? Don't cry for your vengeance. It's right there to take. Oh, if you want it, the world is watching. Here's your judgment. Here's your reckoning. Write your story down. Enter history. Pride and country. You could have everything. So bring home the glory alive. Go and rise for your nation. There's so much at stake. Will you show up? Oh, it's about damn time for a little salvation. Those flags you wave represent them. The world is watching. Here's your judgment. Here's your reckoning. Write your story down. Enter history. Pride and country. You could have everything. So bring home the glory alive. Here's your judgment.
Coming out the fortune of the realm. Come on, I say now to wipe out the traitors. The earth trembles and we gather ashore for the lands we swear to hold. For our kingdom glorious. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. Lot of wannabes, only one of me. They try to put me under pressure, put me under siege. Yeah, I'm a champ, I'm a legend, I'm a beast. Used to be the underdog, I got off the leash. I'm done barking, I only bite. Drop the roof for the night like it's only right. Hold it tight, both hands on the holy grail. Come and get it when you fail, you can hold the hell. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better know how to walk that walk. Tell the arc, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Yeah, I'm ready, let's run it. If you ready, let's run it. You know I run the game. I catch you running your mouth and then you run away. I bet you see me when I'm winning, you got nothing to say. I bet a bag on it, that's a big bet, it's like 100K. Yeah, double or nothing, I know he bluffing. If he yapping, I'ma hush him, it's no discussion. Show him that I really do it and he really doesn't. If you really want it, then it's time to run it. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better know how to walk that walk. Tell the arc, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it.
Winning the game, yeah, I used to be the underdog. Exposing cats, I'm throwing everybody overboard. I say it, then I back it up just like a spinal cord. Underdog, I'm flipping the script like it's a catalog. Look at me, I'm a reflection of what you wanna be. King on the throne, none of you punks can ever humble me. Crown on my head, weighs heavy like a forestry. Guess that's the price that you pay when you're royalty. Blood, sweat, and tears, so I must be possessed. I'm a god in the flesh, makes sense why I'm blessed. Got my competition stressed, killing them all, who's next? Shoot your shot, I wear a vest, so you better aim for the head. Bringing the flame, where do I aim? Cocking it back, letting it bang. A lot of losing in the game, but it's all part of the plan. Let's run it. Real as it gets, so it's tipping 100. And if you do the same, then you know we gotta
Run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Yeah, I'm ready, let's run it. If you ready, let's run it.
They say where the legends come from. You know what a hero looks like. Pretty little flower, won't you sit back down and go play nice? So keep talking, keep laughing. One day you'll wish you had it. Other people on fire, fire. Maybe it's time they meet their dragon. If you're gonna hold me down, you're not gonna let me in into your castle walls. None of you can keep them. 'Cause if I gotta burn it all down, then we'll burn it all down. Mine, oh mine, who ends up bigger this time? And if I gotta break it all down, then let's break it all down. Playing with fire, and we'll burn it all down. This is where the bruises come from. This is when the game gets ugly. These blood, sweat, tears keep running. Licking my plate 'cause I'm so hungry. Keep talking, keep laughing. One day we'll see what happens. Other people on fire, fire. It's about time they meet their dragon. If you're gonna hold me down, you're not gonna let me in into your castle walls. None of you can keep them. 'Cause if I gotta burn it all down, then we'll burn it all down. Mine, oh mine, who ends up bigger this time? And if I gotta break it all down, then let's break it all down. Playing with fire, and we'll burn it all down. It starts right now. Baby, you're surrounded. Put your money where your mouth is. Bury your doubts under the ground. Then they're gonna watch you step over the ashes. Right now I'm taking my turn with the matches. 'Cause if I gotta burn it all down, then we'll burn it all down. Mine, oh mine, who ends up bigger this time? And if I gotta break it all down, then let's break it all down. Playing with fire, and we'll burn it all down. What are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, turn of the screws, it's all in your mind, and it's fighting you on yourself. The storm is coming. Wow, kid, what you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, Phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches, come out of the ashes underneath you. A million voices in the crowd, they're screaming, stop now. Well, let them swallow the pride, you're turning the tide to true believers. Got them in the palm of your hand, you're playing God now. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? Legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire breathes fierce. No, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. They're written down in eternity, but you'll never see the price it costs. The scars collected all their lives. When everything's lost, they pick up their hearts and avenge defeat. Before it all starts, they suffer through harm just to touch a dream. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. When the world is calling out your name, begging you to fight. Pick yourself up once more. Pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die.
We at the top again, now what? We lay the crown, but count us higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strap in for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming on, name you ought to run it back. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come on, get your sport out the head. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you calling my name, you ought to know by now. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，键盘琵琶在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的挑逗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead and born. I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them.
We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you calling my name, you ought to know by now. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but
I got it all locked up.
You know who it is, come and run again. We wanna dose of this, right now it's KDA. I'm a goddess with a blaze, 소리처럼 내 이름 잊지 못하게 loud, 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 loud. I could take you to the top, 절대 멈추지 못해. 내가 끝내주는 bag, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when I start to talk that, oh, you know how to react. I'm a picture perfect face with the wild in my veins. You can hear it in my glow, 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 glow. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. 다 할 수 없는 대본. 나와 되길 원한 늘 확신해. We got it all in our hands now. So can you handle what we're all about? What's so tough? Let's get it, show you up. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we gonna wear the crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We're so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. You ready for this?
let's go.
See, 언제든지 내 모습 매직 단 한 번에 내가 잡아 절대 기죽지 않지. 펴펴 네가 뭘 알아. 이럴 수 없어 원해도 원하는 게 얼굴에 보여. I'm trouble and you running it, I'm so cold. When I move that way you gon' be so blown. I'm the realest in the game, said I'm on fire with the blade. You're about to hear my name ringing in your head like whoa. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. I'm so tough. Let's get it, show you up. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we gonna wear the crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We're so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down.
echoes of pain. Vi sörger, vi sörger. Cold and empty, lifeless remains. Vi sörger, vi sörger. Fields of the fallen, blood washed in rain. This cannot be all that will be. So you have torn this world apart. You came for our suffering. So bleed, cut us deep, find the depths that you seek. But just remember, we retreat, but we live on. Those that die unforgone. Just remember. Gone is our home now. It's only memories. Vi sörger, vi sörger. Looking on.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Metal State Pro League Challenger Series. I'm joined here with Jungling Mario this evening. How are you doing, Mario?
I'm doing well, and yourself, good sir.
You know, I'm doing fantastic, just despite all these delays. I mean, as you can see, we've just loaded into game, and then we've already got our pause. Nothing shy of a very eventful night is what I think we have in play here.
I mean,
Go
are
for
these
it.
like hard scheduled games?
No, they're not. So, what it looks like is there's just a internet issue between South Africa and Europe at the moment. So, like, even I couldn't even get into Champ Select to watch the draft. And that's one of the issues, of the many issues that we've been faced with this evening. So, it's just been... I don't know if this game will be rescheduled. I think at this point in time it should.
Yeah, I don't think there's... I mean, everyone's playing on 300 ping, and you don't want there to be like an excuse on
No, I mean...
why you lost or whatever.
And it's a semi-finals. It's not a group game, so we want both teams to obviously be at their
Best.
absolutely. So I can move portraits. No, yes I can. Okay, so I'm gonna get the portraits organized. Our pack is even lagging, and he's in Europe. Now you know. I was looking on.
He's on 18, Ducks on 10. I mean, better ping ones, I guess.
Must be nice.
What you were saying?
No. So I hope we get a game, because I mean we always love some League of Legends action, but we've got to be a bit realistic, just with what we faced with now. I don't know what the call is. We'll just follow chat here, I guess, to see what it is. Royalty says it is what it is. Plague says it's unplayable. What do you think, Mario? Is it playable? It is what it is?
It isn't what it isn't.
Okay.
No, I mean, like, if I were in this game, I'd be looking for a reschedule, but that's just me. I mean,
Well, look, they've
played
got
with-
they've got till Friday to get this game done.
yeah,
So I know Five Lonely Men is taking on 80k on Thursday evening. So I mean they've got Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, so I'm sure they can, if need be, get the reschedule going.
yeah.
It looks
I mean,
like they are
for-
going to Royalty says they're ready, so
I
they
mean, it's
might
gonna
just
depend
bite the
on-
bullet, yeah.
on Inter as well, or sorry, Plague as well.
Have a farm only top lane. Okay, so we've had very little information just regarding the actual game, but I mean, we actually have a look at the draft now. So just a quick rundown. Ornn into Cho'Gath in the top lane. Jungle, it's Kindred into Olaf. Mid lane, it's Volkos into Victor. Bot lane, it's Misfortune and Nautilus into Sivir Sona. Off the bat, what do you think of those drafts? Anything that stands out to you? Any picks specifically?
Yeah, you had to ask me a question as I was swallowing my food and nearly choked. So I think Royalty's definitely got a more long-range draft. So if they're set up at objectives first, it's a lot easier for them to play out the game. They've got the ability to poke really well. Something like Victor Sivir scales for really late game, so does Cho'Gath to an extent. Olaf sort of falls off, but he is what he is, right? He's going to just run at your back line or hit things while being unstoppable. So there's I definitely prefer, if I was looking at this like just from a unbiased point of view, I definitely prefer Royalty's draft. But I think in terms of the players and how they play, I think Plague's got the better draft on the day.
Okay, and I do share the same opinion as you there. I mean, just looking at the Silver Sona, we've seen it quite a bit out of Plague at the moment. Oh, it looks like we're actually getting the game. Okay, we've unpaused. So that's exciting. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of a pause now while we wait. But yeah, as I was saying, the Silver Sona is something that we've seen a lot out of Plague, and they've had a lot of success on this bot lane. What do you think it is of this matchup that just makes it so strong or makes it work so well for Int?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Sivir is such a weird champion at the moment. Whenever I play Insword, I feel like it's Giga weak. Whenever I play with it, I feel like it's Giga weak. The only thing it's got really going for it is that it scales really well late game, and its wave clear at the end of the game is quite insane.
Well,
But I think there's better picks, IMO.
I mean, ever since the rework of Silver, or the adjustment, let's call it, rework is a
Yeah.
bit too much. Her play rate, her win rate, and everything has skyrocketed. So I think her kit is a lot more easier to play now. I mean, obviously with Q mana costs going down, the attack speed coming before ult, etc.
I agree with you, but I think you've got to look at it also in the aspect that longer range ADCs are now the meta. You've got Twitch, you've got Caitlyn, things like that. You don't actually, like, Sivir falls into that niche, so her win rate would go up just as one of those long range ADCs would. And if you compare it to something like a Jinx is in a worse off position. So Sivir's still a good, like, she's in a good spot because of the meta and because of her adjustment, but I feel like depending on what was picked or banned, there's just better champions out there.
Okay, so bit of a delay. I think we got a bit of a freeze going here. Not a lane freeze, but I think this client's South African net is just horrible for everyone. So please do excuse us, Les. I'm sure you're cruising through this game at the moment, Mario.
Yeah, I have. So I don't know. I will.
I'm at 148 now.
Well, I'm at 230.
Okay, well, that's just spectacular. Okay, so anyway, Hook does land, and that's a Sona getting chunked. I do like this bot lane from the side of Royalty,
Yep,
though. I
that's true.
mean, if they're able to get onto specifically the Sona is quite a squishy target, so she's going to easily be taken down.
Just let me know when you're at 230. But I mean, yeah, this is the answer into Sivir Sona, right? You don't really have any ability to really survive the early game. Something like a Nautilus is just going to actually kill you if he gets onto you. And MF's also a really strong champion at that.
I mean, they've got the heal. The Hook does land onto the Sivir. The Flash Ignite comes out. The Flash by Misfortune. One more auto should be enough, and the Ignite going to be enough to pick up that first blood to Royalty. And now Yogi's going to get hit a little bit, but he's going to walk away. Sorry, I'm at 35, and I'm at a pause.
It's fun.
So if you had just waited an extra 5 seconds, you would have known.
Okay. You can start now.
Sorry?
You can go back now, or what are you at now? 235 with pauses.
I'm at 235 paused, yeah. So
That's very strange considering I'm at 246 now, unpaused.
Okay. So it's a short pause. I hope so.
This is an interesting dilemma.
I've never had this this much of a spectator diff. Okay, I'm unpaused now. 240, 38, 39, 40. Where are you?
47, 48.
45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Cool.
Are we good?
We're
Cool.
Yeah, we're good.
Almost a solo bowler in the top lane, actually. Okay, I'm glad we've got that. I hope it doesn't go out of sync, but I've already jinxed it,
Knowing SA, possibly.
knowing South Africa this tonight. All right, but enough about the wonderful net in South Africa and more about this game. Okay, so Just want to get some objective timers up here just so we can see what the first major objective is. It's definitely going to be the Drake, but it's going to be a Ocean Drake. Something Sona's
Yeah.
going to love.
I mean, IMO Penta's in a really bad position here. Even if Duck decides to give up the mark and just go for the gank, it works out. So the lane is pushing in for Cho'Gath, and we see Kindred is currently bot side. So if he's not aware that Olaf is top side, he's in a little bit of trouble.
Well, bad news. It's paused for me.
Huh.
And I can't tell you why. But at the moment, it might be better for you to share your screen in Discord. And we do that.
Okay, let me do that.
I don't know if that's a viable option. Well, let me see how it looks in Discord, because I know the quality was an issue the one time.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be 720. I don't have Discord Premium or whatever.
Not to worry. Okay. We are going to have Nautilus coming over though. He's going to land the hook onto the Sona. Few more autos should be enough, and Peanut able to pick up the kill. Going to get the extra autos onto Sivir, but Royalty being proactive here. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
I mean,
going
this
to
is
do
what you
a...
want from Royalty.
We're going to do a swap over. It's not that one. I need to add a quick... And it's frozen anyway, so... Gotta love this. Add new source, Discord, lol. Add source. We will get there.
Eventually.
I have full belief. Okay, the quality is not too bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're running off of your stream now, so it should be a lot better. No
Well,
delays,
Peanut ganked
no
top lane.
freezes.
And Duck ganked bot lane, so Duck's gonna get Drake here. But yep, kind of what you would expect at this point, like Nautilus, MF are running over Silver Sona. And Duck just getting a cheeky kill by pathing at the right time to bot lane.
Cool, I just want to get one thing sorted and then we are good to go. Cool, fantastic. Okay, it looks pretty again. Okay, so first Drake going over to it despite the initial...
What actually happened was Nort MF traded, or went and got a kill. Then they were stuck between a minion wave and Sona for a bit, and then Olaf showed up, so MF kind of sacrificed her life. Because she wasn't getting on out of the way, so Nort just ran and MF took to death. And that gave them prior for Drake.
do you want to knock the button I to get rid of that menu? There we go.
Sure.
Sorted. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, another engage coming in from the Nautilus onto the Sona. Misfortune should be an auto away, and Vanzel going to pick up his second kill of the game. This lane that's worked a lot for Int is just... It doesn't seem to be working the way it used to. I think Royalties find a nice way to abuse it and to shut it down quite early.
Yeah, but this is how you answer these like enchanter supports, right? Well, certain ones of them, like Lulu, is a bit difficult, but you just play something that will just fight every time it gets an opportunity, and like Silver's dies here now.
I mean, there's not much you can
Oh,
do.
Peanut.
One auto should be enough. Peanut going to be able to pick up that kill. I think he picks up a stack there as well.
Yeah,
And,
he did pick up a stack, and he picked up an auto attack on the turret.
All right, well, Okay, so 6 kills over to the side of Royalty now, sitting with starting to get a bit of a lead, just under 4,000. I see Orn now is going for the kill on to the Cho'Gath, but a nice flash going to come in and going to miss that call of the Forge Guard.
With a really nice sidestep from Penta as well, knowing that the Cho'Gath was going to probably try and knock him up there. Uh-oh.
Well, Spook's a bit out of position, but he is going to get taken down. He does get the trade kill duck, but Alpaca there baiting, and Peanut there just waiting for a kill. But it's a 1-for-1 at the end of the day.
Should I? I mean, I can turn off the chat, but for me, it's always good to see the bans.
You know, it's safe for now, and there's our pause. Okay, we got 2 DZs.
Can we get 5 minutes? I mean, but this, like, at this point, I feel like you have to play the first game out and then play the next 2 afterwards if you're going to do something like that. But I don't know. It's
No, I actually I fully agree with you. I think just with the state, it's not like it's one person and we can get subs. It's
the whole country.
It's a country-wide issue, and there's probably a few
Yeah, I mean,
a minority of people that's not affected because they've got maybe a different ISP. But
I was during with my support or my ADC from my team, and he was also lagging like 30 minutes before this game, or an hour before this game, so that's probably when it started.
but it's frustrating. I know there's lots of reports of the outage or lots of outages for multiple services.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's no, it doesn't look like it's getting better. The reports are just getting more.
I mean, what I'm thinking actually happened was a Shark just decided that it had enough of that damn line and was like, nom nom.
Oh well, I really hope we do get on with this game because it's a bit difficult to focus, especially when there's so many interruptions, so many intervals. Like, okay, we do see that they are coming back, so we should hopefully be resuming very shortly. I mean, I want to watch some League of Legends. I want to get some good action going here. I want to see some good gameplay. So let's hope that.
So far, Royalty's shown some really good gameplay.
No, absolutely. I think they've played very nicely around the bot lane and around Peanut, and just being able to ensure that the kills get onto two carries that are going to help them. I mean, MF's getting kills, Peanut's getting kills. Valkar, there hasn't been actually any action in the mid lane. Bit of a CS lead by 10 there.
Ganked and just straight up ultied Duck. Like, he ran away, and then when Kindred was walking up, he just ultied Duck, and Duck had to run away, and he got out on like 100 HP.
Okay, so a little bit of action in the mid lane, but the stats won't say it.
Yeah. For sure. I definitely think that if you're playing at the moment, you still definitely have scaling option to you, but can we rescale? Like, this game should just be played out, though, no?
There's the ask. I mean, it is technically early game, but
But if you're Royalty, do you really want to give up this lead?
yeah, I mean, you've started.
Really well.
You've built up this lead in game 1. You've had some very good players, and it's not like you've abused the ping. It's just Royalty's had some good macro to start off with the jungle pathing. Okay, so the pause is going to be lifted. Flash in the mid lane. Victor gonna get away. A nice little stun. Gonna have that last little freeze, and then hopefully we have some smooth gameplay going forward from there.
I did like you've had your 10 minutes of your 5 minutes comments. I don't know, dude. I've heard some interesting things throughout this tournament. Even in amateur league, you hear some very interesting things.
Well, at least we back into it. We back on the Rift.
Yeah, I mean, if I am Royalty at this point, I'm looking to maybe play around Herald as well. You know, just creating as much of a gap between the gold. Using that to break down the turrets. MS getting like already 3 plates so far.
I mean, Vanzel just going to use the bullet time just to make sure this wave crashes. And yeah, he'll get a reset here. I mean, he's got a bit of a lead over them, so he's got that luxury to be able to do that. Just, yeah, having a look at the gold, how it's been spread. I mean, there's 1,500 gold sitting on Misfortune ahead of that Sivir. Mid lane, quite even. That gold
That's a
lead is
600.
just because of mostly CS, I would presume.
And a plating.
Yeah, and the plating. Can't
Yeah.
forget that.
And then there's a 1k gold lead in jungle, and that's from the 4 kills that Peanuts has picked up for sure. He's a full item as well at this point. Got Kraken already. So he's kind of scary. Like, if he gets onto you, you're probably dead.
Well, I mean, Misfortune also just picked up her mythic now, so we should be seeing a lot around them. Nautilus should be looking to engage. The ultimate is ready. The bullet time isn't there, so I think maybe they might be saving it to just combo. And then they look at going on someone like the Sona. I mean, Sona's quite a free kill. Last thing you want is for the ultimate to come in by Nautilus, and it just gets spell shielded.
True. But I mean, like, they're having to play under their turrets. So you could also say it was the lag and stuff like that, but in this lane, they have to just play under their tower. So if I was actually... I mean, you've got Nautilus roaming now, so the pushing's not bad, but you could also just, like, force them to be out of their turret. You know, keep the lane pushing towards you, and then force them to actually be outside of their turret so you can get more kills and more pressure that way.
I see the Herald will go over to Royalty, but now Paka into this Olaf. Ultimate going to get popped by the Olaf, but the Olaf is getting chunked, but Sona's going to be able to pick up that kill onto Nautilus, and now Duck autoing away is able to take down the Valkars, but Vanzor does pick up the Olaf, but he is getting chased now. The bullet time comes out onto 2, but they do get behind him. One more auto, but it's not enough, and Victor able to pick up that kill onto the Misfortune. Call of the Forge God now called in by the Ornn, going to be able to knock up this Victor, but there's quite a gap. He does charge forward, but I should be the side of Plague Dawn getting away from here.
Yeah, but I mean, that was just Royalty throwing their lead. Like, they've got Peanuts and Penta and topside taking Herald. They don't have to be playing on the Drake pit there, right? So you don't want to be playing there because you're going to be at a numbers disadvantage regardless of what happens.
Yeah, I don't think that's the target that Spooks wants to be engaging on, because, I mean, he did see the Olaf running towards him instead of maybe running away and hooking a wall. He decided to go in.
I feel like he was dead regardless. Like, when the Olaf's running towards you, you're pretty much dead.
Okay, but now Olaf, no ult, does have the ghost if he does need to get away. The Ornn Flash knocking up 2 members is able to get them, and it looks like Peanut is going to be able to pick up that kill onto Silver, though. Olaf, though, he is going to use... wow, he's going to get taken down quite quickly. But... wow.
I mean, that's huge.
That's huge. I mean, Plague Dawn needed that. I mean, I'm speechless. I mean, it looked like it was going into Royalty's favor with that double knock up from the Ornn, but then Victor and Olaf just goes God mode, and he just turns it around in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, Kendrick had ulti, but I mean, it's one of those things where you're very low HP, right? Or you get burst and you don't even realize that you got burst that hectically. So, and also, you know, getting it at the right time is a bit difficult.
Yeah, you don't want to risk the Kindred ulti that you end up saving the enemy team as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes your life is, or one person's life is worth it to secure multiple kills after that.
But I definitely think it was, like, it's just unnecessary play at this point. Like, there was no need again to do, like, trying to get the pick there, fine, I can understand it. But, like, after a while, it's just, you're just throwing gold into them, especially when you look at, like, where your team is compared to their team. And
I think they pushed him off the Drake at that point, and that should have been enough. But then you greed into their jungle, the Ornn is flash again, great knock up, but then you don't have the information to make a play like that.
No, yeah, I agree with you. It's biting off more than you can chew, basically.
Okay, I see now that Royalty has grouped around the top lane now that Herald is going to be going down, and this should be the first tower going over to Royalty as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good. They got the full platings top side as well as getting almost full platings on bot side, so they've still got a really strong lead. Oh, Penta.
Penta's now going to make the great escape. He should be fine, yeah. I mean, Olaf can run him down, but I mean, he's a tanky boy. Bullet time going to be used by Misfortune to try and secure this charge onto the tower, though. Or no, going to be fighting this Olaf. Okay, looks like the charge did go off, but the ultimate going to come out of Nautilus. The auto going to come in. Sivir going to throw out the boomerang, but it's not enough. TP, though, coming in from Ornn. I think
Yeah.
it's questionable.
Overkill.
It's questionable, but not. Does he TP for safety or does he TP to survive the dive? But it looks like Victor, though, that boy's got damage, going to be able to pick up 2 members of Royalty, getting the double kill. Now it is him versus the Vel'Koz and 2 other members. Looks like he's going to flash over the wall, going to look to chase down this Vel'Koz, but he chooses to part his E a little bit to the side, chooses the wrong direction. But Victor, he's hurting, eh? He has 5 kills now. He's got that Luden's Echo. Looks like he's... What item is that again? Oh, my brain.
Luden's Tempest?
Luden's Tempest, but the one with the large rod, Deathfire's Grasp.
Shadowflame?
Shadowflame, that's it. Deathfire's Grasp, I think that's an old item.
That is very old.
Close enough.
Yeah, only like 6 seasons old, nothing special.
It was
No,
a good
but I mean-
item.
So the TP to get out of bot lane and to get top to try and help something happen, but we're just seeing Royalty forcing these dives onto this Victor and not being able to actually like kill him or get him low enough for it to mean anything, and Victor just cleaning up. I mean, he's got now 5 kills from being 0-0-0 from a few minutes ago where we were saying, oh, nothing's really happened mid lane, but I personally hate Victor as a champion. I think he's so difficult. If the person knows how to play Victor, it's very difficult to play into them.
I mean, and like you saw in that fight, like there were 4 members and Victor was just...
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything into him. They couldn't push into him. They couldn't engage onto him. I mean, that's probably why he is a control mage. But some nice play there from Victor. Props to him.
He's definitely he's been one of the better control mages for quite some time now. I definitely think his position in the meta is like almost always secured. Oh no, Penta.
Penta going to be meeting a good friend named Olaf in the river. He gets away. Yeah, I mean Olaf going to meet. Okay, he's pulling the trigger. Yeah, it looks like he's definitely going to secure this kill, and he's going to be able to get out. Victor, though, with the damage over the wall, does take Lance down quite low, and what they thought might be Olaf inting was Olaf just being Olaf.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you've got to realize, like, if Olaf's running at you, you can't really fight that at the moment. Like, someone who could fight that's probably Kindred, because she's got the ability to like create space pretty well, as well as having like a full item. But Penta's still.
But even then, I
He's
think
just a
with
tank.
the... Because, I mean, the steel-plated caps is on Olaf now. I think if Olaf has Ghost and pops the ult, he runs down that Kindred.
Yeah, but he has no way to get over a wall.
No, true. That I do agree with you there.
So that's like one of Olaf's issues, is he has no real gap closing ability aside from I'm going to just run at you in Ogug. Which is why something like Jarvan is always really good, but I'm assuming it was probably banned. But
Yeah,
Jarvan is
unfortunately,
really well to
we
Olaf because you
weren't
lock him
able
up.
to see the picks and bans. Just we were denied that favor. But now it looks like this Infernal Drake, is going to get started off by Plague Dawn. Peanut on the other side of the ward might be looking for a steel quarter. The Forge Guard does come in, though, followed by the Bullet Time, but it's not going to connect too much. This Drake is still quite healthy. Kindred going to go over the wall. Vel'Koz's ult does come out onto multiple members, but no one has fallen yet. It should be soon, though. Duck able to take down Lance. The Kindred ult comes out, but I mean, it's 2 very low members of Royalty going to get taken down. Double kill coming in for the Olaf now. Misfortune able to take down Sono. Silver picking up the double kill onto Misfortune and Nautilus, and that is the ace coming over in favor of Plague Dawn. Ping isn't going to stop them.
I mean, I think that what Royalty's made in that particular team fight, I feel like they were coming from too many different angles. So Lance was kind of left by himself with an Olaf just sprinting at him, and we saw the damage that he can do, right? Where with that ulti, he almost got him down to a quarter HP. But it doesn't really matter if Olaf just gets on top of you and is able to finish you off. So it was just very poor execution of a team fight.
No, absolutely, and we see just what Plague Dawn gets out of this. They were a little bit behind, but they've brought it back with that last fight. Gold is now in their favor. I think it's been in their favor for a little bit of the while. Royalty's riches came from their plates and their towers and the Herald, but
No, I think it
Plague
was just
Dawn...
after this last team fight that they came back on. They got the lead. Royalty was still in the lead before this, just because of, as you said, the platings and stuff like that. But now after this last team fight, Plague Dawn has taken the lead.
So now we're looking at like a 24 minute soul point here. Or soul for Plague Dawn. And that's an Infernal Soul, which means this burst from Victor, Olaf able to run down. It's going to be very difficult for the side of Royalty to deal with. So they need to come up with the answer very quickly if they're going to... they can't give over this next Drake. Else, this is Plague Dawn just getting an olive branch to take over.
So at this point, like if I'm in this game, I'm considering what our objective is here, right? How we're supposed to play out this game successfully. So one of the ways that you have to look at it is we have incredible range, so we have to be there first. And every time these fights have happened, Royalty has not been there first at these objectives. And until they are there first, I feel like they're just going to continuously get run over because it's a lot more difficult for their comp to walk into an open space. I mean, their front line doesn't matter.
Okay, and you know who else doesn't matter? Currently Peanut, because Sivir going to be able to take that down. Bullet time does come out from MF, but she's autoing away and going to get taken down by the Victor as he picks up a double kill onto the Nautilus as well now. Olaf running down this Vel'Koz. The ultimate does come out. There's no CC, there's no slows. It's just the axes, it's the Vel'Koz, it's the death, and Duxide on a rampage.
Yep. I mean, you could expect Duck on Olaf to be able to do this sort of thing, right? No, I definitely think that, like, okay, Royalty at this point, the game's a little bit of a problem. Like, it's not unwinnable, but it's definitely in the ballpark of unwinnable.
They've accelerated this quite a bit down sprinting avenue.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. But I mean, they have got some answers, but at this point, it's just very difficult to play this game out for them. But their early game was very impressive, like the way that they played their early game. You've got to give them that.
Ooh, okay, the
really
Ignite to keep him there does come out, though. The damage from Victor, not going to be enough. Almost bursts at MF, but as unfortunate, as you said, picks up that kill. That kill handed over to Penta Demon.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I don't know. It's not the worst, but it's definitely... You definitely want either Lance or MF to be having that, because Olaf at this point in the game... Ornn at this point in the game does not matter. Olaf doesn't care about Ornn.
No, not at all. He's just going to run past you. And then he'll come back for you. And if you're alone, he'll kill you.
So yeah, they're kind of having to, like, the pings are coming up for this Drake, but the only way they can really play this Drake out is if they are there first. So that requires you to be able to push in your side lanes, get the mid wave even consistently or pushing, and you have to have already set up your vision down in bot side. At 1 minute 30, like 40 seconds is the absolute latest that you should be back resetting, preparing for Drake. I mean, 40 seconds towards the objective, I mean. But, yeah, and that's something I learned from Miggy, by the way.
Ah.
No.
Well, that does make sense, because you want to have that ample time to get control of the area.
Yeah. Obviously, there's also other factors that depend on it, but that's just like the absolute. But I mean, like now, you see how Royalty is so afraid to like step up into this unwarded
I mean,
area?
they don't have information. They need someone like Ornn to be able to at least have a tanky presence to be able to step up with them. But it might be too little too late. I mean, Plague just walks in here with confidence. They've got the big wallets. They've got the items.
Yeah, slap you with our money.
But this Drake doesn't look like... I see Peanut, he is on the bot side. Maybe looking to steal when they start. But Nautilus now out of position. Going to get taken down. Duck going unstoppable. Call of the Forge God comes in, but no one gets called. Bullet time though. On to 3 members, but going to get stunned. Silenced by the Cho'Gath. Red Raven taking very low. Peanut able to pick up the double kill. Taking down Sivir and Sona. Ultimate does come out, but it's not enough. And Orphic getting the double kill. Taking down Peanut. Taking down Royalty. It is now Olaf. He pushes Ghost. Duck is dominating, and one more Q should be enough. And Plague Dawn just annihilating here.
I mean, Duck and Orfikov definitely one of the mid-jungle duos to be watching, for sure. I think they played quite a bit together, even maybe in solo queue or whatnot, but there's definitely a lot of synergy between those two. And almost every game that I've seen so far, I've seen Red Raven kind of sprinting it, and until a point where he's not sprinting it, if that makes sense. And then Duck Orphic just becoming problems throughout the game.
I mean,
being a problem from the get-go.
Speaking of sprinting it, I mean, that's exactly what we saw in the early game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, I feel like it's also the bot lanes that they do pick. I don't think they ever pick to be able to play bot lane. And I mean, with the current team that they have, they don't need to. But then when you go and you see them into teams such as like ATK, so on, who have got bot lanes that don't really throw away the leads that they get, that's where you come into a bit more of a problem, right?
Well, absolutely. And I think Royalty, though, is the only team in the group stage other than ATK that was able to take off a game off of Int. So they can do it. They've done it before. They've done it once.
It's definitely within the realm of possibility. I don't think it's in the realm of possibility for this game, though.
No, not at all. I mean, that Infernal Soul is sitting on the side of Plague, and
actually, I lie. There is a win con here. Okay, hear me out.
I know where you're going with this.
Where is it?
Is it something internet related?
No.
Okay. The floor's yours.
Okay, so the win con is we flip Elder like Burger.
That's
it.
You know what? That's true.
That is
how many games get lost
realistic
because of Baron or Elder flips? I mean, Elder obviously being a lot more impactful at this point in the game.
Yeah, I don't.
But if they're able to get a good bullet time over the wall, for example, and get that Elder, and then get the damage from the bullet time as well to get those pops, Misfortune's got like gold. Okay, Olaf into 3 members. Does he win this? Do they kill him? Okay, he's looking to get to the MF. It looks like Peanut, though, going to get taken down. The bullet time comes out, able to take down the Sona. But now Duck getting another kill. Victor actually getting the kill onto the Misfortune. Valkar's taking down Silver. The ultimate does come out of Valkar's, though. But it's looking like it's going to be a moment before this guy does get taken down. Cho'Gath going to knock up the Valkar's. And the triple kill going over to Victor. And Cho'Gath getting that ace with the nom. And that should be game. This should, well, maybe not game. I might be a bit too preemptive here.
It's should be game, yeah.
You're at the end. I mean, we've got 10 seconds on Peanut.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, ultimate comes out. That's Kindred ult? Gonna give Duck a little bit of health back. But GG, well played to the side of Plague Dawn. Started the game on the downside, but brought it back quite nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We're just going to do we get these stats still? I know everything still is exceptionally bugged.
You just get the stats. Like what we have here is legitimately it.
Oh, makes sense. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with game number 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll confirm game number 2, but yeah, we'll check in a bit. Cheers.
We retreat
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you're chasing. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment, now is your time. So prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions break the one false step, lead the end. So higher and higher you're chasing. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Get
is your reckoning. So go and bring home the glory alive. Here's your judgment. Here's your reckoning. Write your story down. There's a history from the country. You could have everything. So bring home the glory alive.
Demons found us overnight. Still we're standing, basking in the light. No more we ever speak of themes of reckoning. No voice calling from the dark days of old. Was victorious. The memory remains. Worlds falling away. Tell me now the fortune of the realm. Come on, I say now to wipe out the traitors. The earth trembles as we gather the shore for the lands we swear to hold. For our kingdom glorious.
If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. run the game. I catch you running your mouth and then you run away. I bet you see me when I'm winning, you got nothing to say. I bet a bag on it, that's a big bet, it's like 100K. Yeah, double or nothing, I know he bluffing. If he yapping, I'ma hush him, it's no discussion. Show him that I really do it and he really doesn't. If you really want it, then it's time to run it. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better know how to walk that walk to the arc. Let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down, this is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown, this is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it.
Winning the game, yeah, I used to be the underdog. Exposing cats, I'm throwing everybody overboard. I see it, then I back it up just like a spinal cord. Underdog, I'm flipping the script like it's a catalog. Look at me, I'm a reflection of what you wanna be. King on the throne, none of you punks can ever humble me. Crown on my head, weighs heavy like a forestry. Guess that's the price that you pay when you're royalty. Blood, sweat, and tears, so I must be possessed. I'm a god in the flesh, makes sense why I'm blessed. Got my competition stressed, killing them all, who's next? Shoot your shot, I wear a vest, so you better aim for the head. Bringing the flame, where do I aim? Cocking it back, letting the bang. A lot of losing in the game, but it's all part of the plan. Let's run it. Real as it gets, so it's tipping 100. And if you do the same, then you know we gotta
Run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down, this is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown, this is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Yeah, I'm ready, let's run it. If you ready, let's run it.
This ain't where the legends come from. You know what a hero looks like. Pretty little flower, won't you sit back down and go play nice? So keep talking, keep laughing. One day you'll wish you had it. Other people on fire, fire. Maybe it's time they meet their dragon. If you're gonna hold me down, you're not gonna let me into your castle walls. None of you can keep them. 'Cause if I gotta burn it all down, then we'll burn it all down. My oh my, who ends up bigger this time? And if I gotta break it all down, then let's break it all down. Playing with fire, and we'll burn it all down. This is where the bruises come from. This is when the game gets ugly. These blood, sweat, tears keep running. Licking my plate 'cause I'm so hungry. Keep talking, keep laughing. One day we'll see what happens. Other people on fire, fire. It's about time they meet their dragon. If you're gonna hold me down, you're not gonna let me into your castle walls. None of you can keep them. 'Cause if I gotta burn it all down, then we'll burn it all.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Game 2 of Royalty Esports versus Plague Dawn. Plague Dawn picking up game number 1 in quite a convincing fashion. I don't know if you have
Yep.
any thoughts on game 1, Mario.
If I'm royalty, I don't want to throw it like how I did in game 1. That would probably be my thoughts.
I mean, that is a very wise thing to say.
I feel like they just kind of got too far ahead of themselves, and that led into the problems that they had.
So basically, if you're just joining us now, Royalty, they got a very big lead in game number 1, and with that lead, they decided to, in short, throw it all away.
Victor.
Yeah, they had some very good early games, some nice control around the bot lane, and
Yeah.
I think that it was definitely their game to win. But a few dragon, I think it was around the first dragon or second dragon, they saw Olaf in the jungle, they ran into the jungle, and then it just was downhill from there. But enough about that. Enough about game 1. I mean, we've spoken about it. It is what it is. It's something in the past. Looking at game number 2 now, just looking at what's got it taken away quickly, we see the Swain, Kayn, and Veigar taken away from the side of Royalty, and the reply is the Maokai, Victor, and Karma taken away. Picks coming in, Volibear, Lysandra, and Cho'Gath, followed by the Malzahar, Ord, and Trundle pick.
I mean, I definitely think that the Trundle was like the answer into the Volibear. Like, it's one of the better picks that you can go with. I definitely like the fact that we've got like the Malzahar picked up. Like, we've decided that this is how we're going to deal with Orphic, and it's a very strong answer in the South African scene. Or just champion in general, right?
I'm definitely a fan of the pick. It looks like we're going to get the same bot lane from Plague again, though. It's going to be that Sona Sivir. It worked for them in game 1. Don't see why it wouldn't work for them in game number 2.
I mean, is that what we're saying? It worked?
Okay, it
I'm
was
just-
on
I'm
the.
just asking,
There's a better way to say this. It was 2 champions that happened to be on the winning team.
True.
Were they the reason that was the winning team? I don't think so. Was it Victor and Olaf 1v9ing
Pretty
or
good
2v8ing? Absolutely. Did Sivir's ultimate maybe give Olaf a bit of movement speed? Most likely. Did Sona heal Olaf? Here and there. Did Olaf just sprint it in and just destroy everything? Yes. So
Better in the end.
I think there was a good spell shield for 1 Nautilus ult I saw. Oh, shame.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, there was.
I can't be favoring a Red Raven, yeah. They're lagging, so it is tough.
I mean, I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's a bot lane that you should be permanently picking. I don't think it's the best bot lane to exist. The way that they consistently every game will pick it. I feel like it's too punishable, and we saw it last game. Even though Royalty did manage to lose the game, it's definitely a pick that's severely punishable by the right players.
Okay, well, I'm excited, yeah. And that's because we have a Pyke. I like Pyke. Pyke is fun.
Pyke's a good champion.
I think Pyke's going to be really, what's the word? Influential, yeah. He needs to roam early. I mean, once Pyke has level 2, he can already start being impactful around the map. Level 3, obviously, at Prime. Level 6 does stuff here and there. But I'm excited to see this pick and to see.
I definitely think it's a strong pick. I think it's going to be one of those picks that either wins or loses the game. You know, you get to that point where you're kind of having to pick a champion that's going to be in that position. That will either win you the game or just straight up lose you the game. I don't really think Pyke's that champion.
No, I couldn't agree more with you. Okay, so we're minute 40 into game. We haven't had a prediction from chat yet. We were meant to get like a poll going, but with all the issues we've had, we haven't been able to get this. I'm gonna get a poll going in just a few seconds, and we're gonna get some votes from chat who they think is gonna take game number 2. Is it going to be Plague Dawn taking it with a 2-0, or is Royalty going to bring us to a 1-1 and force a game 3? What do you think, Mario? Are we getting a game 3 today?
I feel like there's definitely a potential for it, for sure. the way that they played game 1, there's definitely the potential for game 3 here.
I think I absolutely agree with you there. I think Royalty needs to go back to the drawing board and say, look, this is what we did in the beginning, and it was great. We accomplished a lot here, but there was a few plays that we greeded for, we overextended, and we bled to.
Yeah, we just punished ourselves.
Yeah,
didn't
we
even
threw
get
our lead
punished.
away. Like there wasn't a remarkable outplay by the side of players. We entered into them. We went into their jungle. We died. So they just must not do that again.
One could hope.
One definitely hopes. I mean, more League of Legends is always the favorable thing. We're 30 seconds
Yeah.
from getting into game number 2. I do like the draft. I like both drafts. Like I love, like Lissandra is just such a well-rounded champion in my opinion. For me, I personally like, because I just find for team fighting, for engaging, it's got what you need, and it's safe, and it's
Yeah,
able to
it's very
delay a
hard to
lot of.
punish it as well.
Exactly. And that's something that can get onto that Malzar, chain the CC before the ultimate gets back, and that's enough so that the rest of the team can get there, and not just the Malzar, but punish multiple members, whoever gets locked up in that combo, and the AoE CC. So I'm excited to see what this pick brings to the side of Plague Dawn.
Yeah, I definitely think that both teams have what they need here, right? Like to be able to pull this game out of the bag and get a very important one, right? Like we said, this is the semi-finals. After this one, it's done. You know, there's only
So
one person that's going into the finals and one person's going into this losers bracket. Oh, sorry, the
is there?
best
I don't think there's
3-4.
Is there a losers bracket?
I think it's 3-4. I could be wrong. I think you just play for 3rd and 4th place there.
I think so as well. I actually should check that. It would be some good information. But we have
Yeah, just to have
loaded
fun.
into the Rift and get your portraits organized. We can see everything. Mario, how's your time looking?
0:55.
55. Okay, I'm at 41, 42, 43.
And the players are spamming their ping. They are very happy to be on normal ping again.
Is it normal ping again? Fantastic. Okay. So we have to sync times in a bit. 54, 55, 56.
Okay, I'll pause at 1:20 and you can let me know when you're there.
It's like you're living next to the server. You're living in the future.
I mean, I just don't live in a third world country, bro.
Shots fired.
Just get
I
better,
felt
fight
that one. Okay, 6, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Cool. Let's not say anything about that. Okay, so going to be a topside start from both junglers. Should be seeing some early action either in the middle or the bot lane. It's quite standard when these junglers do start in the top side. Okay, so a bit of a cheese here. Twitch has started Q, does have that stealth ignite, comes out instantly onto the Sivir. Twitch is exhausted. Ghost comes out of Sivir. Sivir still has the flash. Auto is going to come out, but that's going to be Sivir completely pushed out of this lane. I think that exhaust was monumental there.
No, the exhaust definitely saved Raven's life. I think it was pretty
such
good.
an idiot.
It kind of denies XP and some CSing, but it was very good. It just goes to show you why Ghost, a lot of ADCs do prefer to run Ghost nowadays.
I mean, it would have been nice if I had changed the scene. So that
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely preferable. But, you know, sometimes it just do be like that, right?
Well, for those of you that are just listening, that's all that happened. There was an exhaust, there was a ghost, and there was an ignite. Twitch ghosted there too. Okay. Now Volley making his way to the mid lane. Oh, we're going to see the flash auto, going to get the stun. And Lance has got the tower, so walks away.
I mean, it's very much what you would expect. There's not really an opportunity for more to be given there. It's a level 3 gang from Volibear. He's got the ability to do that. And then we see the return into bot side there.
I think it's a bit
But
too much of a
biggest
force there. Okay, but the pillar does come out. Flash going to be followed by the Sivir. and that's one less sum in the bot lane.
But I feel like the biggest difference that you have here for sure is that Volibear's camps are in a nice sequence, whereas Trundle's the type of champion that really struggles to take his first or Krug's Raptors quickly, so he really struggles to get that sort of prio that Volibear can with these ganks.
I know,
So Volibear's 3
maybe
camps way better.
a few seasons ago, Trundle would usually rush Tiamat just to be able
Yeah,
to
you
get.
still do.
Is it still the first item that they're going? Okay,
I mean,
Trundle in the mid lane. Lissandra's got such a nice escape. This is why I love this champion. It's perfect.
Very
Okay, so
difficult to punish
they're still going Tiamat. I mean, that makes sense, so that you can get the AoE damage, can help with your clears.
Yeah, Tiamat Sheen, that's generally what I would go with my Trundle. Sometimes just going straight up into Sheen is just better, especially if you think you're just going to be primarily ganking. So I've done that before, it's not the worst.
We're gonna have to sync up very soon.
We hit that other pause button, nice.
Yeah, I'm at 4 minutes 4 seconds 5.
I'll pause at 4:30.
Oh wow, okay, you're quite far ahead already.
Yeah. We don't lag in these parts, bro.
Oh,
We chilling.
must be nice. Bit of a trade in the mid lane, but nothing too serious. I want to see this Pyke do something now. Okay, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Perfect.
And I hit a pause on 30. Oh my word.
Okay, well, I'm pausing at 35 then. You think you can beat me, Jono? I will pause on 35 and we will beat.
I just want to watch some League of Legends, man. Okay,
It's
we're
not
back, we're
allowed.
back, we're back. 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, 36.
Perfect.
Cool. Pyke hook lands. That is it.
Yep, worked out well. But I mean, I definitely think this is more beneficial for Plague's playstyle, because we know that they love to play like late game scaling champions, and their focus is on getting Drakes as early as possible, as well as then playing for late game. But I think the way that you throw a cog into the machine here is you go and you get the gank into bot lane, you force them under tower, and then you go and do the Drake yourself.
Okay, so look where
Even
Pi- look
gank
where
mid
look
lane
at
to
look where
force
look where
it.
Pyke is now. Pyke, okay, he's gonna get pinged out. Twitch though, he's gonna get exhausted. Pyke is coming, but now Twitch on the wrong end of it. But this flashless Sivir is going to run into the Trundle. Okay, that should have been communicated, and we got a bit of a freeze going, so we're gonna get some action very soon. Okay. Pyke though onto the Sonar Ignite is going to come down, doesn't have the flash, going to give that kill over to Trundle, and that's the first blood going to Trundle. Sivir now autoing away, might be able to take this Trundle, but the hook comes in from Pyke, and double kill going over to the Trundle.
Really good, well played from Alpaca there. Not going to spoil anything, it's a surprise.
Okay, but just as the double kill comes in, the shutdown straight away, duck there in the bush as it gets face checked.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you've got to be aware that Volibear is going to be... He's able to gank as much as you, but you win the straight up 1v1 duel, right? Like, if you run into Volibear, you'll win that duel. But if you're on 10 HP and Volibear's in the area, you're probably dead.
I mean, that initial burst combo from Volley, it hurts. Okay, Core to the Forge God is going to come in. The silence is going to be enough to cancel the ult. Although going to flash in does put down the Q, but it's not going to be enough. The flash by Jakes is going to get him away. Drake has been started off by Jakes. 2 members of Royalty are here, but they should not be able to contest. Alessandra has also made her way down. And this will be Infernal Drake going over to the side of Plague Dawn.
Yeah, very good timing from Duck, making sure they had mid lane prio, ADC was basing. So even though they had jungler and support there was not much more they could do about it. This is one of the problems with Cho'Gath into Ornn. Cho'Gath has many ways to disrupt your ulti combo, so you have to be quite clever with how you play it out. Was the flash there? Yeah, the flash was necessary.
Okay, so Lissandra going to go. Flash instantly comes in from Lance. Not going to be able to. Not going to give up anything there. I think there's way too much to disrupt that spell shield that can then lead to chain CC.
Exactly. No, I was just thinking about it. Yeah, it was 100% necessary. But this is the one thing about Malzahar, he kind of just plays the game from afar, so it's very difficult for Duck to be able to gank that successfully. Although,
we do see a few members making their way around the mid lane. Lissandra now, knowing that there's no flash, going to be able to get the ult on to the Malzahar. Flash comes in, ultimate comes from Malzahar, but it's not going to be enough. Ultimate comes in from Volley, going to disable that tower, and going to be able to walk away quite easily, and that's 2 kills going over to Plague Dawn.
yeah, I mean... Oh,
Okay, Twitch ult does come out, the Rat-a-tat, followed by the Pike hook, not going to hit. Flash comes in from Silver, going to be able to get away.
it's a cheeky little plating pickup. So the one thing I learned from Tilt, actually, was because I was like, how hard could support be? Because I got full warning him, and he told me, you know, like if you're gonna roam, you want to kind of roam when your ADC is pushing, so you don't lose anything.
Absolutely, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, now Pyko going to get the flash over, going to be able to get the damage down onto the Sivir, and that's going over to the Twitch. A few more auto should be enough, and Twitch should be able to pick up this kill, double kill going over to Vanzor.
I'm gonna pause at 9 because I think I'm a bit ahead of you
Okay,
again.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 minutes. 1,
Perfect.
2. Cool.
Yeah. So what I was trying to say is, you basically want to roam when your ADC is pushed in the way because you don't lose anything, and you want to be back when it gets under your tower so that you can collect the XP. So it's one thing that I see quite often. In competitive, the support just roams, especially in the SA competitive. They just roam regardless of where the wave state is or whatnot.
And
And
then
it's
they
not
fall
punished.
behind. Like,
Yeah, it's not punished a lot in terms of like you could freeze the wave out, but Sivir's got that auto push ability, so it does make sense to just push it under. But I never thought I'd see a Sona outroam a Pike.
yeah, I haven't actually seen much roams from this Pike yet.
I mean, it's not saying anything bad about it. It's just he's definitely making huge impacts in the bot lane, which is exactly what you want, right? You want to be able to put this bot lane behind, and you want your Twitch to be a problem, because Twitch is the type of champion that when you're playing against it and he pops up late game from somewhere, completely invisible, and he opens up on you, you need the ability to just instantly jump onto the Twitch, which is something that Lissandra does really well.
Ooh, this solo kill in the top lane is getting close. I feel it coming.
It's there. It's there. So I like this. Twitch, knowing it's kind of dangerous to just be under the lane there, so he goes and collects the Gromp because he sees his junglers actually in topside taking the Herald.
Ooh, that's okay, quite a bit of damage now coming down. Quarter of the Forge Guard does come in. Trundle has made his way to the top lane, going to flash in. The pillar going to stop the way out. And while that's happening, though, Pike is going to be the target for Volibear. Does use the E to get away, but one auto should be enough. Red Raven able to pick up that kill. Twitch now forced to flash into Tribrush. It's going to be a moment before he does go down. This should be handed over to Sivir. Shutdown going over, and that's 2 kills onto Red Raven. Melza has made his way down here, though. He is looking for something. Ultimate going to get cancelled by the Sona ult, and that's going to be him just bursted. Another kill going over to Sivir, and that's 3 kills to the ADC of Plague Dawn.
And Bundle just picks up.
that-
Manages to get the tower on top, but dying for it.
That ultimate came in so clutch from Sona to cancel the ult.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with Mel's Spell Shield, right? It's not like a Morgana Spell Shield. It just requires even an auto attack and it's gone. I don't know if Sunfire actually proc breaks the shield.
I don't
That
know.
I don't know.
Why don't we ask an
I
expert?
believe I tested it once, and it didn't.
We can ask Klax, he's an expert. Does Sunfire break Malzahar spell shield?
Malzahar Spell Shield. Yeah, that's the one. Because I remember playing Diana into it, and
You know what does break though? It looks like possibly this Volibear, because he's not in the best position. Twitch though going to come out of stealth very soon. Going to get these autos down. The Bork going to be enough. Lissandra opting not to go in there. I don't think that would have been the most favourable trade for her. Now 3 members of Plague Dawn getting forced away. Flash from the Sona. Not going to get hooked in by that Pike.
I mean, that's pretty good though. They killed the Volibear, they've got the ability to do the Drake now. They've just got to be aware that Lissandra has got the ability to just hop over the wall. She's going to be a problem with her ult presence. but as we can see, it's off CD. So IMO, I feel like
Okay.
Drake should just be backing off of this.
Cho'Gath now going to get almost stunned up by the Pyke there. We get a bit of a freeze here coming in. So apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen, but the action should be back very soon. But we see that Sivir is making a way now. Knockup does come in, and it should be Jake's going down. Vanzel able to pick up this kill. Twitch ult now onto Red Aven, getting those autos down, but the gap between them is just too much for him to be able to get the rest of that damage. Drake, though, does go over to the side of Royalty, and that's their first Drake of the series.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Plague here, I mean, I don't see the point in contesting that Drake. I feel like we don't have Lissandra ulti, and I'll compromise on us having these ultis to be able to do things. We saw Jake's trying to flash to get the ulti off onto Pyke to get the shut. He wasn't even worth a shutdown. It was just 300 gold. But IMO, if your jungler's dead and you do not have the ability to insta kill someone, it's really risky to just go and try and fight for Dragon.
Okay, so we're gonna have to sync very soon because
I'll pause 13:30.
cool. I'll see you in 25 seconds.
Oh my god. Okay.
That last fight and right now, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm
Something's
waiting
not
13:30.
right with
You
all
let-
these.
You let me know when you're back there.
You know what? I'll let you know because right now a ward is being destroyed in Deathrush, so that's clearly the most action that we've had. 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my word.
Did you pause on 30 again? Okay, well, I'm on 32 now.
Okay.
Kill me.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's all this. It's all these internet issues.
Mini games.
I just want to be able to watch some League of Legends here, but clearly the connection between Europe and South Africa is not feeling it.
It's horrible.
It's still paused? Okay, 31, 32, 33,
Okay, perfect.
34. Okay,
I'm like half a
we're back.
second ahead of you.
We're back. Okay, blue buff getting taken by Lissandra. Some wolves being taken by Volibear. This is a game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's have a look at a bit of stats here. 25 gold, 1,000 gold in favor of Royalty. Plague Dawn a bit behind in the gold department. If we just look at where the gold is distributed, we see 6,000 sitting on Twitch, 1,000 in favor in the bot lane.
Yeah. That gold is especially okay. Never mind. Hold on a second.
Okay, I'm also holding on because right now Orn's still in the hair. Okay, so it looks like Ornn is going to be the target of Collapse here. Volibear making his way downtown, walking fast, going to not be able to get the stun onto the Ornn. It does get cancelled, but it doesn't matter because he's going to jump in onto the tower. Quarter of the Forge Guard comes in. Ornn now not going to get it because the stun's going to come in from Sona, going to get knocked up. One more auto should be enough, and Jake's able to pick up that kill, but Trundle is here to the rescue. He's getting his Ice Pillar, whacking away, gets a double kill, takes down the volley, takes down the Sona, whacking away, getting this Cho'Gath. Lissandra, though, made her way into the brush. Is it going to be enough? The ultimate comes in, and Jake's going to have the ultimate to be able to feast onto that Trundle. While that's happening, though, in the bot lane of Royalty, going to be able to pick up that kill onto the Sivir before she takes down the Pyke. Malza with a nice roam there.
I'm on 15.
You on 15? You are far ahead. You watched a
Yeah.
whole lot of fighting without me.
Yeah, I was. But you know, you're shotcasting it like from the past. It's pretty cool.
You get the instant replay.
Yeah, I feel like I've got the future sight or something. I mean, that was a really good rotation from Lissandra again. Also, Peanut managing to pick up some really
13,
good kills
14, 15, 16, 17. Are we good?
Perfect.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, next objectives. What are we looking at here? We should be getting a Drake at some point. We'll just get objective timers here just so we can see. Okay, so Drake 2 minutes away. So we still got some time. Baron 4.5 minutes away. Still got a lot of time. Herald 1 minute. I would like to see a fight around the Herald. It's I think it's in that state where, especially if it's dropped in the side lane, we can pick up 2 towers there, or even open up the mid lane and pick up 2 towers there.
I think it's way better to open up the mid lane here. The one who's got the more like mid lane's one of those lanes where you want to get the advantage because it opens up the map more for you. Getting it in the side lane's not the best or worst situation, but definitely opening up this mid lane because both Miles and Lissandra are able to clear very easily.
I just want
Like just with a little how do you do?
I just want smooth League of Legends. I actually don't know why this client is... I don't know if it's a client issue now. Okay, I'm gonna cap the frame rate to see if that makes any improvement, or reduce it to 60. Okay, you're gonna have to stop your timer again at some point because I'm at 16:20. Okay, in the bush here we do see. Cool, we do see the ultimate is going to come down. It's followed by the Malzahar ult. But looks like the health is just coming back. Sona getting the heals though. Twitch has made his way. Going to get the autos. Double kill going over to the Trundle. The Pyke execute. Just adding that extra bit of damage. And now it is going to be Pyke taking down the Sivir. Okay. 44, 45, 46.
Cool. Yeah,
cool.
We're good.
Phew. That to fight when we wanted to resume.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very good play by Royalty to counter it. The Malzahar got a full uninterrupted ulti onto the Lissandra. Lissandra duck trying to get that pick onto Trundle there, but Trundle becoming deceptively more tanky when he ultis the Volibear for the HP.
Okay, so this Drake should be Royalties, but I mean Royalty has reset, so they should get there in time. I mean there's 17 seconds and we see 4 members now running down. Actually, I think this is Plague's baby at the moment. They get control, yeah. The vision definitely
so
favors...
still has ult, Malz does not. Ornn has ult and he's walking down, but we have no other ultis on the side of Royalty aside from the Ornn ulti. So it is a bit risky for them to
I
just
think
freely walk up.
they say we won the last fight, we don't contest here. Trundle looking for something, but he's going to get popped straight away. I mean, Cho'Gath going to be able to consume him. Quarter of the Forge God does come in, but it doesn't do much. This Drake is... 3/4 all the way down, but now Volley they are going to flash onto the backline, met by the Malzahar ult. The stun comes in from Lissandra, but it's not going to be enough, but it's going to be enough soon. The last auto is going to be enough to get that kill. Sivir though taking down the Pyke, and the double kill coming in from Cho'Gath, and that is Royalty getting aced.
So that was
why did they fight?
Push. It was impatience and poor committing. So they were the Trundle was impatient about going onto the fight there, so he kind of said we're going for this fight, and he walked up and gets immediately one shot. His team wasn't in position to actually be able to walk up straight away, or they weren't there to walk up, so either the team has to immediately walk up or he has to be waiting. Whereas if he just walks up by himself, we just see them immediately turn, and then the fight's just a complete mess from there on.
I mean, Cho'Gath just ultis him when he gets low, and yeah, he's dead. But the thing
he
is,
just
like,
straight up Lissandra Cho'Gath ulted, yeah. So
the thing is, if your team is leaving base at 18 seconds before the Drake spawns, and the enemy team is already there set up, that Drake's gone.
Yeah,
You risk so much more going for it.
No, for sure, and they also tried to get the mid prio first. So either this is something that teams struggle with, even at all levels. It's like, are we going straight for the Drake, or are we going straight to try
but it
and,
looks like they're going straight for Trundle, because Trundle caught out again, gonna get locked up, and Jake's gonna go dominating, getting the consume, and able to pick up that kill.
What? Okay. Moving on from that. So
I don't know. I don't know why he's there.
Something teams really struggle with is just like how we're going to enter and exit a fight, especially around objectives. So like there, if the play is to go straight for the Drake and it's already spawned and they're on it, you screw the mid lane and you go and walk there. Or if the play is to like not go for the Drake, then you don't go for the Drake.
I personally think they either don't reset and get the Drake on spawn, but they've used all their ultimates, or they reset and leave it, absolutely. Or they reset sooner.
It's throwing away the lead that you built.
Okay, Call to the Forge Guard is going to get called in, going to knock up one member of Plague Dawn, but now Trundle is running it in, going to get rooted, although going to knock up some members on the backline, but now is Cho'Gath 1v3, going to get taken down. Trundle able to pick up that kill. Now Ornn is chasing, picks up Lissandra. 3 members of Plague Dawn running away. Going to get that knock up onto 2 members. Sivir and Sona getting knocked up. Should get taken down. Pyke though not going to connect the ult, and so Sivir going to be the one going down now. Twitch finding that Volibear, but it looks like he's going to get pushed away, and this is Baron going over to the side of Royalty, and Royalty's back. After that last fight, they reset. They're mental, and they are taking it.
But shout out to Alpaca. That was a fantastic flank that he found there. Him and Penta keeping 3 players of Plague stuck for that entire period.
So well played. Now we're going to see Volibear ulti in. I mean, he's dead either way. Actually, no. He could have ultied away, I think.
Yeah, he could have just run away, but
Ultied over a wall. But now Sona going to be the last one going down. Ultimate comes up to the crescendo onto 2 members, but it's not going to be enough. And Sona also flashing there, so getting that ability now. Trundle going to get knocked up into 2 members, followed by the Lissandra ult, and that's going to be the ult going over. I mean, this Cho'Gath has eaten Trundle, I don't know how many times now.
3 or 4, one of the 2. No, but I mean, that's all stemmed from like a really good flank from Alpaca and Penta, and the flank from Alpaca, and then him and Penta being able to keep the other 3 players really stuck on that branch there. They picked up the Baron. I don't know, killing the Sona there wasn't that worth it. Why did Twitch leave his own team's Raptors up?
Who knows? Alright, you know what Twitch did see? Twitch saw a kill in the mid lane. And Sivir is gone. Will no longer be with us.
The scoreboard's updated, Mr. Late Game.
I just updated it right now. I did notice.
Yeah, I also... Oh, was that... Maybe I read that later than what...
No, the message just came through now, so... okay, so...
Must be the scoreboard's been the least of our problems this game.
getting... Oh, no, there's been so many problems this game, but Volibear looks like he was going to get out, but Pyke saying, no, you stay here.
That ping pong was something else.
Oh
Dude,
my
he just got
word.
yeeted. I don't know. I don't feel like I've played Volibear recently as well. Like in Sonic, he still feels fine, but I don't know. In comp, he doesn't feel as good anymore. I mean, Trundle is a really rough matchup, though. To be fair, like Trundle's Volibear's worst matchup, but compared to how he used to feel, I definitely think Volibear is not nearly as strong as he used to be in the comp sets.
Okay, so Drake is the next objective at 8 seconds up. Royalty hasn't set up for this, but they are quite strong at the moment, so they might be able to just do this. They are sending their bot lane. Looks like TP is also going to be coming in from Ornn. So they do have the numbers here. Cho'Gath also TPing in, so it looks like we should be getting the 5v5 coming in very shortly now. Pyke, though, going to be able to lock up the Sona, but while this is happening, Cho'Gath is on a few members of Royalty. Twitch has made his way. The ultimate does come out. Looks like the ultimate is going to come in from the Lissandra, but she's going to go down. Pyke ultimate not hitting anything. Sivir getting those autos out. Volley taking down the Twitch. Sivir taking down the Trundle. Pyke able to pick up the Sivir, and looks like Pyke is going to get the double kill. Volley autoing away. Pyke, though, not going to be able to get that kill. And it looks like Duck is chasing down Malza. Going to be able to pick up that kill. And now it's just Pyke with 2 members, 2 tanks left. Should have is able to get the stun, should be able to get away, but this should be Drake going over to the side of Plague Dawn.
I mean, a few things I noticed in that fight. It was a really good knock-up by Jake's. He hit the 3 carries in the backline, allowing Sivir to get all of her W auto attacks or ricochet auto attacks plus her Q onto those 3 members, which killed them off. But again, it's Royalty taking a fight without their ultis up, whereas Plague had all of theirs up.
Pyke,
so I think
Pyke's looking.
He is looking.
His team isn't that close, but no. I mean, he's got some time to play with here.
He's also very slippery. But I feel like Royalty's biggest issue with these Drake fights so far has been that they take a fight just before the Drake fight, or too close to the Drake fight that their ults aren't up on cooldown yet, whereas Plague is saving their ultis for the Drake fights.
Absolutely, and I think the time at which Royalty chooses to reset, it's definitely not in their favor. The crescendo, though, does come out onto Trundle, and Trundle now actually going to be biting off a lot more than he can chew. That damage starting to come out from the Sivir there.
Did you see the Pyke playing his air guitar? One of my favorites.
Twitch, though, going to be able to get the ult off, gets exhausted by the Sona, but able to pick up that kill on the Sona. Nonetheless, now Pyke onto this Cho'Gath.
That is a tanky boy.
That's a big boy, but ooh, I don't know if you want this champion in melee range.
I mean, it's also like you get a slow off the Pyke Q after the person lands. So it's not the end of the world. Or unless that was actually just a Twitch W that looked like it slowed. But yeah, again, it's just Royalty need to be with these objectives, making sure that they have their ultis up, because with their ultis up, they do win these fights quite intensely. Whereas for the last 2 fights, they've only had the Ornn ulti up, which hasn't really helped.
Okay, so
Nice
Ornn are going to run into a few members. The Crescendo comes out of Solar, lands onto 3 members. The Call of the Forward God comes up, but only knocks up 1 person. Orphic goes golden. Royal Penalty, but able to take down Duck, but the damage coming out of the side of Royalty is just too much. Twitch, though, on the side is going to be able to get a nice flank. Going to be able to pick up the Sivir. Kill going over to Trundle. Pyke, Twitch able to get the kill on to the Cho'Gath, and that's going to be the base. Well, the second tier 2 tower of Plague Dawn going down. It should be their base being opened up now. Do
Yeah,
they
I mean, if
injure?
I'm-
They might be able to.
They could,
Surely,
but
surely,
it just depends. It
surely. I
depends
mean,
on-
Duck is up in 5 seconds. They get tower. Yeah, they should actually be able to kill. They've got 5 members to defend.
Oh, they've got the grass
Next
crop
tower
on the
going to go down. Sona going to be the next one going down. Looks like the Nexus is going to be the focus. Maybe a constellation kill. Volibear going down to Twitch, double kill, and that is going to be game number 2, going over to Royalty, bringing it back and saying we're not going down without a fight.
Well, I mean, we've heard of the Royalty reverse sweep before.
We definitely have, and I think if anyone can put it off, it's definitely Royalty. So, sure, very, very well played, bringing it back. But yeah, we'll be back very shortly with game number 3, the deciding match of who stays in and goes to finals and who goes home. They don't go anywhere.
What are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them, a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, turn of the screws, it's all in your mind, and it's fighting you on yourself. The storm is coming. Wow, kid, what you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, Phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches, come out of the ashes underneath you. A million voices in the crowd, they're screaming, stop now. Well, let them swallow the pride, you're turning the tide to true believers. Got them in the palm of your hand, you're playing God now. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, Phoenix fly. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in game number 3, the final game, the final moments. Only one team will walk out victorious after this game. Another team will be going home defeated. There's so much more I could have said there. But
Yeah, a few words.
a few words. It's very straightforward. This is game number 3. This is crunch time for both teams. They've got to bring their all. They've got to bring everything. There's a lot on the line here. Winner goes to finals for the... I think it's going to be finals on Saturday at 1 p.m. And the winner of this game will play the winner of ATK versus 5 Lonely Men. So very exciting stuff. But enough about that, more into this draft now. I see, just having a look at what has been taken away so far, I see that Veigar, Twitch and Swain has been taken away. The Twitch making a lot of sense after last game, getting all those flanks. That's being met with the Maokai, Victor and Karma. Victor also making a lot of sense because of game 1. And it looks like they've opted for the Sivir pick again. Obviously a lot of comfort here.
Yeah, I definitely think they're gonna keep picking on the Sivir wall. No idea why, but I feel like the Ducks got more of an option to him now. Trundle does counter both Olaf and Volibear, so it'll be interesting to see what he picks here to try and deal with it.
Well, it looks like we're getting a few repeat picks. I'm gonna see
I mean, bro, don't fix it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, top lane wasn't the problem that game, I don't think. If anything, the Cho'Gath was pretty clutch for them and probably kept them in the game a lot longer.
Yeah.
Especially with all those executes onto the Trundle when you ran it down. But it's going to be the Monkey King in the jungle for the side of Plague Dawn, so that's going to be a nice pick. I know that is one of Duck's favoured champions among the many. But Malzahar going to be picked up again for the side of Royalty. Did well in the game. A few misplays definitely that we noticed, but I would rather call them outplays from the side of Plague Dawn, especially going back to that one Sona ult, cancelling Malzahar's ulti. Man's cracked. Okay,
I think that the...
Yeah.
No, go for it.
No, I'm just saying Silas taken away.
I mean, it makes sense, right? You've got some really good ultis on the side of... Actually, both teams have really good ultis. Maybe they just think Orphic will... Maybe it's a pick that Orphic's more comfortable on than what he is.
No, definitely, I think so.
To be fair, it is... I might be slightly dumb. It is a Malzahar mid already locked in. So it's really good for Royalty if they have that. I mean, for Thingy if they have it. Okay, I'm slightly tired. I'll be honest with you.
Oh no, I'm exhausted. I was expecting Royalty to take this 2-0. I said that on purpose.
I think this could have been a 2-0 either side, but I'm glad that it's a 1-1 at the moment.
It's always exciting. So yeah, I mean the initial delays, but I mean that's no one's fault. Honestly, it's the SA net, but it looks like that is all fixed luckily. So
yeah,
that's at least a good thing. We don't have to worry about that. Should be seeing mid lane pick. It looks like it's going to be the Lissandra coming in again. It worked. It was a very strong pick, and I mean I liked it. I think it's going to be paired very nicely with the Wukong though.
They've definitely got a very strong team fight.
Absolutely, and I want to see something different. I don't want to see the Sona again. I don't know about you, but I mean it's the Sona. I don't think the Sona's bad, but like.
I just don't think that bot lane's working. I think they should be playing something else, honestly.
Okay, so we have Ashe.
Ashe support! My duo has been spamming the crap out of Ashe support.
I mean, it's really strong.
It is incredibly strong. It is an incredibly annoying support to deal with, for sure. I definitely think it's one of those champions that you're going to have to respect as an enemy jungler, because it's got the ability to just straight up reveal you in your own jungle and be a problem for you to deal with, if that makes any sense.
No, definitely. Okay, so it's going to be matched with a Rakan. So Xayah Rakan into the Sivir Ashe. Who do you think that lane favors?
I mean, I've seen Ashe be really annoying in a lot of lanes. I definitely think it's going to depend on who... If Rakan can land the full combo first, like if he can get onto the Ashe, they will win the fight. But the problem is Ashe Sivir just offers so much poke that it's going to be very difficult if you're not full committing onto these fights and you're actually collecting or getting the knockup as Rakan. You're in a bit of a problem.
Alright, so we do have the drafts locked in. In the top lane, we have the same matchup as last game. Ornn taking
game
on
before.
the Cho'Gath. Was it say also Ornn Cho'Gath game 1?
Yep.
Game 1 was a very long time ago, but that is fair. Okay, let's get some predictions going here. Choose outcome. No one voted royalty, so no one won.
Heck.
That's a oof. Okay, but let's get a prediction for game number 3. Will it be royalty or will it be PLG Plague Dawn?
Could be wrong, but IMO, I don't think Trundle's as good a blind pick as he is a counter pick to certain matchups.
Well, how do you see Trundle doing into this matchup?
So Trundle's got really good skirmish and duel potential. If it's a 1v1, he can easily deal with Wukong as long as he doesn't like alt the clone or full focus the clone. But the thing is, with the team fight that that Plague currently has, Trundle's going to find himself in a bit of a rougher situation. They've definitely got the Xayah that's got the ability to create space with the feathers and to peel for herself. They've got the Rakan, so they have got a lot of tools in Royalty's hand to deal with this Wukong Lissandra combo. But yeah, I mean, if it were me, personally, if I was playing in this game, blind pick, I don't know, I would have blind picked the Wukong, but maybe it's just not a champion that Peanut prefers playing. Or the Diana. Diana does pretty good into Plague's comp IMO.
Well, I know also Peanut likes to play the Kayn, and that's obviously one of his strongest champions. I see that was left open and not picked up.
Yeah. Don't know, maybe he's just not feeling confident in the Kayn at the moment. Does happen sometimes.
I mean, there is a lot on the line for this game, so it's definitely not something you just want to risk picking. And
It is a very flip champion for sure.
exactly, and even though he's very proficient on the champion, it doesn't mean it's very proficient in this draft that Royalty want to run. And we know he can run it down on Trundle, or he can run into them as Trundle and do some damage. So hey, come on, I mean, we all saw it in game number 2. We can't just ignore that stuff.
Slightly rude.
But only slightly.
False.
Only slightly. Only slightly. I will take it.
Okay, so who are you favoring with this comp?
You know, Mario, that's a difficult question. That's a very difficult question. I definitely think that's still a difficult question, damn. I'm gonna have to say Plague. I think that their team fighting is just insane. And what they have in their team fight, they've got a lot of damage, and I think the Wukong is a very nice addition. And the Ashe as well is going to add a lot. However, if Rakan's able to get onto their backline and disrupt them, I think Trundle and Xayah can do a lot, as well as Malzahar. So, but still, I'm gonna say Plague Dawn, yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think there's not a lot of options. I mean, there's ways to deal with it, but I think that the way that these games have been going and the slowness that Royalty's shown on the Drakes might come back to bite them, especially against this comp, because you've got something like Wukong who enjoys having the open space and the ability to just get onto your backline as it's walking up with his W. So yeah, I'm not too sure how I see them dealing with it.
Okay, but we are gonna load into game now. We've got the 1-all going here. We'll see which team is able to bring that 1 to a 2 and close off this series. Are we unpausing?
Hopefully soon.
Okay. We are making our way into this game eventually.
My God, I am so tired.
I'm actually feeling it as well. I'm exhausted.
I am
I'm going
barely
to.
paying attention to this game.
It's okay. Basically, what I understand from this game is
Help me.
one team's going to win, one team's going to lose, and the winner goes to finals, and the loser doesn't. That is all that we need to know, and by the end of this game, we will have a winner, and we'll have a not winner.
Makes sense.
It's
Winner,
all
not winner.
all calculated. Okay. And the best part is the pause is done. Mario and I are probably at different times in the game.
I mean, I'm at 008.
Oh, same. Or could it be?
No, I think I unpause before you do, for sure.
Okay. We'll see. You let me know when you're on pause.
Cool.
Unless I haven't
I
let
have
you.
not yet.
Come on. This could be beautiful.
I've
I'm
unpaused.
unpaused. Ah, okay. So we synced at 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, I'm 1 second ahead of you. It's not too bad.
Okay, I fast forwarded. I should be with you now. 25, 26, 27, 28.
Yep.
20. Ah, this is great. That's no winner. That possibly jacking Pete, but 5 only meant first have to beat ATK.
Oh, this is new. This little positioning problem thingy.
Yeah, but
Steam.
I see Royalty's gonna maybe look for the cheese again in the bot lane.
I don't think they're.
I think
Oh, no, they
we're
actually are.
gonna
They actually
gonna
are.
get a late invade. Yeah, 100%. I'm calling it. There's the pings coming out.
Yeah, it's a late invade.
A late invade.
No,
Wait, they can't. Okay, so we got 4 members of Plague Dawn walking into the jungle. They know the start of red. Ornn is going to be the first target they walk into. The Ashlow comes in. The flash comes out from Ornn. And basically, the objective from this late invade is to steal the camp and put the jungler behind. And that's exactly what they're going to get. The buff gets reset. But Wukong should be able to... I think he'll probably just smite this. But Trundle just immediately leaves and says, cool, I'm going to red or to blue. And he's out there.
So we see that there's a red ward on the red buff of Plague. So IMO, this should be where we're going to see Duck rotate into mid lane, gank there, and go straight to his red buff. But what this does is it shows Trundle that only his red buff has been taken. But it does kind of screw with his pathing a bit, so he's in a bit of an interesting situation.
No, absolutely. Wukong just coming around the mid lane. Gonna get a few autos over there, but nothing too much.
Like we said, Trundle really struggles with these camps that are multiple minions.
Okay, so I want to see the first sort of action. I mean, the top lane, we know that there's quite a bit of trading that takes place early on, but with these two laners, it's not really always there's not really always that much kill pressure. Although they do get low, and Pentademon opts to walk away from that, saying, "I won the trade," and that's that.
I mean, he doesn't have to do much more. Plus, he doesn't know exactly where the enemy jungler is, so it's just better for him not to. Oh, did Duck get that? I think he did.
Oh, I definitely am behind you then.
30
Ooh.
of 43.
Okay, well, Peanut gonna be flashing out, and Mal's are gonna walk While this is happening though, in the bot lane, we do have Yogi going to be able to force the flash away. Trundle going down in the background, but Vanzel able to pick up that kill onto Ashe. So 1-for-1 trade, 1 kill in the bot lane, 1 kill in the mid lane. And things are still even, but First Blood going over to the side of Plague Dawn. Okay, what time are you at?
For 17, 18.
Okay, I'm 10 seconds below you.
Okay, I'll pause at 22.
Cool. $20, $21, $22, $23, cool.
So I definitely think this all stemmed from that late invade, and you have to kind of come to the sort of idea. Okay, when does is our bot lane that weak that we can get invaded like level 1? Oh, not our bot lane, sorry. Is our 2v2 or 3v3, so whatever side you're starting, is it weak enough that we can get invaded? And in those sort of situations, you do have to try and drop a ward. I think one of the things that is pretty decent that you should, like most junglers should be doing, is picking up an early ward, dropping it at about 48 seconds, resetting. So if you're going defensive vision or offensive vision, however it may be, and then returning back with the sweeper, you don't need to just be waiting there with a sweeper in the beginning.
But the jungler opted not to do that, and I mean it's pretty standard to do that swap out for the sweeper.
Yeah.
So Royalty gets punished for it. Drake though looks like it is going to be going over to the side of Royalty though. Might see Duck looking for the steal here. He does go in. Drake does drop. Smites are not there yet. Duck is going low, but Red Raven going to be able to take down Peanut, and so much damage coming down. Looks like Lance is going to be the next one going down, but in this pit, Duck is still going for this. Does pick up the Mountain Drake, picks up the Xayah, and Plague Dawn picks up everything.
Yeah, definitely not how you're wanting to be starting out this game if you're Royalty, but we've seen them come back from situations like this before. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again.
Okay, Quarter of the Fort God comes
times they
out,
lose.
does get the knock up just in time. Bellow's Breath is going to tickle that Cho'Gath's tail, but it's not going to be enough to take him down.
I was about to say about the amount of times we've seen Royalty lose this first dragon. At some point, you're going to have to eventually be like, okay, we can just give it up, right?
I really think they need to evaluate on which Drakes they should take and which Drakes they should not. As there's been a lot of throws. Unnecessary throws, unnecessary deaths, unnecessary fights around the Drake bit. And it's just a matter of, guys, can we take this? Do we get it? Yes, no, okay, cool. But knowing from a bird's eyes view, from our view, that they don't get it and then they still go for it and lose, it puts them in a very difficult situation.
No, for sure. I definitely think it's a lot easier outside of game to be like, when you're outside looking in, to be like, oh, but you know, this is just really a bad idea. But it just also depends on the game itself. Yeah, I mean, Trundle is losing his jungle quite heavily here, with the fact that they're just able to do these 4-man rotations. I don't even think he knows that they're there, right? The pings came out now, but...
Okay, so Cho'Gath is going to get knocked up, is taking this fight. He does have flash, so he should be able to get away quite easily. Knockup is going to land. I would have... Okay, Malzahar doesn't have flash.
Yeah, I had to use it when Lissandra engaged them in mid. So it's a lot of small little things that are leading up to these bigger things, the domino effect, if you will. You know, that late invade putting Trundle so far behind, him being unable to answer the Wukong's pressure because of it. So we see Wukong is level 6 now and Trundle's on level 5. With no real ability to get back to level 6 quite so easily. I don't know, if you're Trundle here, you just go for a gank. Go for a gank and try and steal XP. That's what I do.
I mean, you've got Pillar. Pillar is It's
But
annoying.
he's also got really weird lanes to gank. Like, the top lane, it's the Cho'Gath, right? It's going to be difficult to kill it regardless. Just depends on where he is in lane and with what vision they have. And then you've got bot lane, which is... Your bot lane doesn't really have the best ability to just all in go forward. Especially playing into this, like, just being completely poked out. I feel like the way that the bot lane's going currently, they're going to be too low poked out when the Trundle does arrive.
Wukong though does find the Trundle, and the level 6 being Wukong's favor. Cho'Gath flashes in, does get the feast, able to pick up that Trundle. Trundle picked up level 6 in that, but it's not going to be enough. But just as you were saying now, that level diff.
The Trundle does win the 1v1, but not at this point, not with this type of lead, or this level of level difference. That's the actual word I'm looking for.
It's okay, we don't need
Wukong's
words
also
at this time.
Wukong's also 1,200 gold up. It currently got 1,200 gold, so he can go and finish boots plus buy Kindle Gem on his next clear. I should be right with my math, right? No, I'm wrong.
It makes sense. Numbers, items, purchases, deductions. It's all there.
He just sold the boots to get Divine Sandra. That's man mode. That's Giga Chat energy right there.
Wait, he sold his boots.
His free boots. It's the free boots you get.
I
I mean,
mean-
Divine Sun. Once you have Divine on Wukong, you're in such a strong position.
Fair enough.
Also, with this lead that he currently has, like getting this level of item strength compared to the Trundle just makes him that much more impactful.
I mean, we already saw him flex a bit in the top lane earlier, so I want to see more of Wukong now. If he's gonna, as you said, Giga Chad man mode this, he's
He
gotta,
should do for sure.
he's gotta walk the walk because he's talked the talk. Okay, Drake is the next objective though. It is the Hex Tech Drake, the Hex Drake, so that should be something that both teams want. Ooh. That's some damage.
Yep.
I think both teams are a bit wary to engage here. The mid laners now have made their way down. Mulls are revealed, but Lysandra still lurking in the shadows. Will be spotted on that ward now. So this Drake should get started now by the side of Plague Dawn.
Yeah, I don't think
TPs
you really have a way of dealing with it.
No, Royalty needs to be able to give this up.
And for once, they are giving it up.
What?
This
No,
is the first Drake I've seen them
Trundle's gonna
properly
run
give
in.
up.
Trundle's gonna run in and die. Trundle's gonna. I'm calling it. He has to.
It's a bit too late for that now. If he
What?
can still run in and die, but not for the dragon.
What? Royalty. Alpaca had a talk with him. 100%. There's no doubt. Okay, Malzar going to be the target now. Gonna get locked up in the prison, but Wukong there, Duck, able to get that Q and take down a Lance. Spell Shield comes in from Silver, but there's no follow-up. Zaya is not there, and Silver will be safe.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that this matchup is definitely in Lysandra's favor.
Well, being able to go in there, you've got so many ways to pop that Spell Shield. And then with the
Yeah.
damage that Wukong brings you now.
I feel like it's a more effective Malzahar. I don't know, she does the same thing Malz does, but better in a team fight. Whereas Malz is really good with like a one person.
Yeah.
And then late game where he can get like his E to bounce across multiple people because of items of death.
Okay, Wukong's looking now. He wants this. He doesn't get it. Smite does come out by Peanut. Ultimate gonna come down, but that's greedy, man. That's greedy. Gonna get punished.
Like what the hell did you just do? My man went Ugug brain there.
He sells his boots first. Now he just goes and ends. I'm disappointed.
I mean that is Duck. Duck is known for his fighting.
But what
That's a
fighting
really
is
good-
happening? Yeah, we do see the ultimate come out of Zaya. Feathers going to be a nice flash coming in. Should be enough to take down the Ashe. Alpaca goes golden. Going to be enough. And going to be able to get the double kill onto Siva, as Siva does get the trade and take down Zaya, and Rakan does win. While that's happening though, in the top lane, Trundle does take down the Cho'Gath.
What just happened? Wasn't
Vanzel,
Royalty just completely losing like 30 seconds ago, and now all of a sudden the game's just flipped?
I think, how do I phrase this? Plague Dawn took a page out of Royalty's book and sprinted it. Although props to Vanzel, like he smurfed on them there.
No, he played that.
That
really well.
ultimate, and
Was a
then
good
it's like
stopwatch by Alpaca.
absolutely. I mean that ulti into the flash. I mean, you think you're safe as Ashe, but as he pulled those feathers back, he just made sure he got that right position because that ultimate wasn't in the. Those feathers weren't in a good spot. No one was getting hit by that.
Yeah, so he went Kraken over Gale Force here. So he feels like he needs the damage more
Well,
so than
he
the
needs to deal with that
position
Cho'Gath.
Yeah, but I mean, you do also.
I do favor the Gale Force.
Yeah, but I feel like this game it's not the worst. Like they don't really have the best. No, they actually do. I don't know. I feel like you could have got away with Gale Force this game. Personally, I know nothing about bot lane, so don't take my word as law. But I mean, with Malzahar, Leandries, as well as Trundle's ability to take away one person's tankiness, I think you can get away with Gale Force.
That should be okay. Well, we'll see how it works out. I mean, everything's on the line. If Royalty wins, it's because of Kraken.
Not an important game at all.
No. It's just another seasonal game.
True. Okay, but like now, since that little, shall we call it, red buff incident that Duck went through, Trundle's back in the game.
Trundle's definitely back in the game, and
Saying that, he walks up to Wukong, and Wukong
I mean,
just says, no, this is not your
Wukong
place to be."
still hurts. We can't neglect that fact.
He's 600, 700 gold ahead, so it does make sense. Like, he's got a completed item, Trundle does 2 now. He's also got his boots completed. Trundle's got enough to get his boots. I don't know. I feel like it's
It's definitely easier for Wukong to trade
it's
onto
2
Trundle though.
longswords. It's 2 longswords ahead, basically, that Duck is, if you want to put it in like terms of
True,
gold.
but for Wukong to quickly get a combo onto Trundle, and Trundle's not going to be able to return the damage like we saw there.
True. But Trundle, that's the thing. It has to be a quick combo. I think in the longer fight, Trundle will win out.
Yes, as we saw with the Ornn there. I mean,
Yep.
if Trundle just gets the ult onto Wukong with Wukong's stacked armor, well, you know, Trundle's a tanky boy. Okay,
He is
Drake
a
is
tanky
up
boy.
now. Royalty is not in position for this Drake to start, but then again, now there's Plague Dawn.
Ooh, the
Ashe,
Slash,
though,
maybe.
she's not out of position. Wukong, though, gonna knock up 2 members. Call to the Forge got caught in by Ornn, and while this happens, Trundle does get taken down on the backline. Wukong going to ulti up, but gonna get suppressed by the Malzahar. And while this is happening, the Zay's feathers has come out, but Siva autoing away. The Kraken gonna be enough. Cho'Gath actually taking down the Zaya, while Ornn takes down the Siva. Ornn, though, going to be the next target between the 3 members. 1 more auto is not enough, and he's going to get taken down by the Cho'Gath. The double kill coming in. It is now just a support and the mid laner, but a nice knock-up coming in from the Cho'Gath, going to be enough. Orphic taking down another knock-up. This man does not miss, and Alpaca able to get away over the wall, but oh my word. Plague Dawn with an insane fight, and I think that fight definitely carried by the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh,
I definitely
Alpaca, you dirty boy.
He had to do him dirty like that. I think I was going to say Alpaca's been playing like these team fights really well. He's been creating a lot of space, and Cho'Gath's been doing the exact same thing. They're both doing their jobs as creating space incredibly well. Alpaca that fight managing to keep 3 people off of his ADC. But yeah, I definitely think that was definitely a fight that favored Plague Dawn overall.
Okay, so this Drake has been started off, but Plague Dawn doesn't want to just give it over. Ultimates
I think
are
they
still
should've just
down.
given
We
it
do have the ultimate from Lissandra available, but Jake's now going to be the one taken down as Malzahar is able to pick up that kill. Royalty going very low here, and Silver able to pick up the double. Wukong taking down the Ornn, and looks like Malzahar is going to fall. The damage ticking away on Wukong, but the Drake going to be enough to take him down. Malzahar able to secure that kill. And that is going to be the fight going over to the side of Plague Dawn, only losing 2 members and going to be securing this Infernal Drake, putting them on Soul Point. My word.
They shouldn't have started the Drake.
Just when you think that's Royalty's fight.
I feel like that's probably where the biggest problem came in, is they should have like just delayed for Alpaca to be able to reset, because Alpaca couldn't do anything in that fight. He was way too low.
Well, Royalty, we know them in Drakes.
They will throw the game for those things.
So they didn't get the Drake, they didn't get the fight.
They didn't
Plague
get either of
Dawn,
the fights, they were trying
one Drake away from Soul Point. From Soul. Not Soul Point, they're on Soul Point. Ash ult coming down to the mid lane. It lands, but we don't see who it hits.
Malzahar.
On Malzahar.
I think it was Malzahar.
I think,
But
yeah.
Malzahar's got his spell shield, so he was fine with it.
Okay, Baron, the next objective. 20 seconds till comes down. Rift Herald dropped in the mid lane, so Plague Dawn opening up the map. Ash, though, going to be flashing that pillar, and let's see, Wukong has made his way on to the Malzahar, and Orphic just going on a killing spree. Now Trundle going for something, smites the Herald for a bit of health, but Wukong, I mean, his stick hurts, and Xayah, though, going to play aggressively with the ult, does take down the Wukong, does take down the Lissandra, gets the shutdown. Ash is the last member. Alpaca should have the W very soon to knock Ash up, and it's going to be enough. And the ult comes out of Ash there, but Vanzel on a killing spree, going to pull those feathers back and get the kill. Picking up 3 kills there and saving the mid tower.
Yeah, I mean, that was the best you could hope for. Unfortunately, Peanut's not having the best game at the moment. He manages to buy a lot of time for his teammates there, with the fact that he gets the ult off onto the Wukong, stopping him from being able to, instantly kill him. But yeah, they are in a They were in a very bad position, and because of the play from Vans on Alpaca, they're not in that bad of a position.
Vans on Alpaca putting Royalty on their shoulders and saying, guys, we're not done yet. We are fighting.
I was also going to say, Penta's been playing this series incredibly well. Like, he's been very consistent throughout both games. I exclude the first game.
Ghost
due to the
is
fact
now
that
popped
everyone
from the
missed it.
server.
Everyone was
That is
missing
that.
abilities and stuff like that, so the ultis that he was missing, I feel like, were due to lag. Like, he missed, like, the second part of the Ornn ulti a few times in the second game.
Absolutely. I think it's nice that we were able to get that sorted, that everyone can play the game properly and we can watch the game properly as well. So that is great.
Small advantages. You haven't had any pause issues.
Shut up. I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about that now.
I mean, this is the problem with Ashe, right? Like, Ashe support, she's got very quick access to her ulti. She can throw it around every 30 seconds. Once she's got full stacks and an item. And her W's on like a 3 to 2 second cooldown, so she can just spam that at you, preventing you from being able to get easy access. Not that Royalty had the best or the easiest access to the backline anyways. The main access to the backline comes through like Rakan ulti and Ornn ulti.
Okay, so Baron is up for a team to throw the game.
Sure. It is up for a team to throw the game.
I'm very happy for the Baron. I'm very much looking forward to the Baron flip right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's it's going to swing the gold one way or another. It's going to definitely swing the tempo of the game one way or another. Like, now the game is incredibly even. We can see that on the gold. Royalty's only 2k behind, but they are 3 dragons.
Mario,
now.
I hate
That's
you.
the biggest
I
issue.
hate you, Mario. My game just paused.
Hey, don't blame me.
It was going so well. Now we just wait.
And you're missing the biggest fight of this century.
That's okay. Drake is the objective coming up. This is where Royalty loves to fight just before so that they can reset. Okay, Silver caught out. Ash Arrow does land onto the Malza. Lissandra onto the backline. Zaya Feathers do come up. Shut down onto the Silver. But while this is happening, the Rakan able to get the charm in to delay the damage. Quarter of the Forge Guard comes in. Going to knock up a member, but Van's are going to get taken down to the Wukong. Wukong goes spinny boy and does get knocked up by the Rakan. But it looks like this fight is going in favor of Int now. We've got Rakan taken down and just the Ornn running away, fighting for his life.
23-32.
I'm at 18, 19. I'll let you know. Thank you.
Yeah. No,
Drake.
you're welcome.
Drake is the next objective though, and there should be Soul going over to the side of Plague. 32, 33, 34, 35.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, Crystal Arrow does land onto the Ornn, and it should just be rinse and repeat cycle of abilities. Wukong picks up that kill, and that's not the ace. Royalty is up. They haven't started this Drake. Royalty could run into this, but I think they have enough damage now. The DPS is there. We've got 2.5 items. This should be Infernal going over to the side of Plague. Yeah, no contestant from Royalty.
No, Lance is through. Or not through. He made a mistake. Quite a big mistake. So they were pinging to maybe sneak the Baron here to try and answer it, but he ran straight from mid minions into that area, so immediately
It's pretty
Plague
obvious.
knows what's up. Yeah.
Okay, Lissandra though going to be able to lock up Peanut, and Peanut getting talk out. The Crystal Arrow does come out, and it looks like the rest of Royalty is going to be able to get away. And Baron now should be free for the taking for the side of Plague. I mean, their jungler's dead. They got some damage over the wall. The pink does go over the wall just to get some vision. But Cho'Gath with a nice knock up. So nothing that Royalty can really do here. It looks like the Call of the Forge card is going to come in, going to go onto Orphic, going to be able to pick up that kill. Shutdown coming in. Xayah going to use the ult aggressively again, not going to be able to pick up that kill onto Sivir. Wukong though on to the Malza. One more auto should be enough. Going on the killing spree. It looks like his clone got that kill, if I'm not mistaken though. Wukong though not stopping, getting the double kill. Do see the Ashot come out onto the Xayah. Wukong just waiting for his cooldowns, but Xayah's going to be able to get away in time. Does use the flash to get out. Knockup does come in, but now Wukong going on to the Xayah. Xayah though able to pick up the Wukong while Wukong does take down the Xayah, but Trundle has spawned. The pillar going to come down there, slows from the side of Plague Dawn, and they should be able to walk out with 3 members keeping their life.
One of the cool things about Wukong's clone Q is that it will always try and target the person that you queued, or minion that you queued.
I didn't even
So
know
you
his
saw
clone could Q, but that was a very interesting interaction. But Sivir though, with the attack move, it's not enough for the tanky boy
You
with
didn't
his
know
pillar.
his clone could queue.
I haven't watched the. I saw it happen. I just didn't know that was. I'm used to the old clone where he just comes out and then he spins, and then that's that.
This clone can do everything that Wukong can do.
The
It gets
advanced
the attack speed buff.
Clone version 2.0.
Yep, it gets the attack speed buff. It gets your ult. It gets your Q.
Ooh, Lissandra though finding Alpaca, going to lock him up. Alpaca not going to make it over the wall and going to get taken down. Orphic picking up that kill.
Did you see him stuck in the wall?
Ooh.
Sorry, he was stuck in that wall.
He became a part of that wall.
He slammed his face into that wall so hard. It got stuck, yeah.
Okay, so now Plague Dawn, they've got the Baron, they've got the Soul Point. They're looking to push down, they're looking to open some stuff up. Ash Arrow comes in, goes wide. Jake's though not in the best place. Corbin's in a rock and a hard place, and Peanut able to pick up this kill. While this is happening though, Wukong though on the back line is going to be able to pick up that Malzahar, picking up that QSS, able to cleanse or release that suppression.
Yeah.
Xayah though running at
overall
mid,
it was better for
going
Royal
to
there.
go on to the Xayah, goes golden. Xayah ult goes the wrong direction. Who's going to be able to get the kill here? One more auto, the red buff ticking does pick up the kill onto the Sandra, but Sivir there able to clean up, gets the double kill, and now it is just Wukong and Rakan up. Sorry, Trundle and Rakan up, able to do some defense, but Alpaca, you went the wrong way. Red Raven going on a killing spree. He's got the DPS, he's got the items. I mean, it's a 4 item Sivir. She's hurting.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, this is where Sivir gets to play the game. Like, this is where Sivir shines as an ADC. So, like, the reason I don't like her is her early game is so weak that she can just be punished out of this world. But you know, it's very. It is still a difficult champion to punish, but you can end the game before Silver becomes this type of a problem, right?
Absolutely, and I think the side of Plague Dawn, they have everything they need now to end this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Alder Drake's coming up soon. That's
2
probably the
minutes.
last contention. We're back
2
in that
minutes.
situation where it's going to be an Alder flip. But as we know, Royalty likes to take the fight just before the dragon and throw all the ultimates there.
Absolutely. Look, I think Vanzel's definitely someone to watch in this fight. He's
No, for sure.
he's played his heart out this series, so he you can see he wants this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there's anyone that in this game that hasn't. Like, I mean, it takes really strong mental fortitude from the start that
Ooh, but Pentademon getting caught out, going to flash over the wall, but you're in 2 members of Plague Dawn, 2 members that can chain CCU. The Rupture comes in from the Cho'Gath, and Wukong able to pick up this kill. While it's happening, though, we do see the Ashe has been caught out. Rakan going in. The next person to go down would be Sivir, but Sivir going to flash away. Got those orders coming out now. The Sandra there to help, going to lock him up, going on a rampage, taking down the Sivir, and it's 1 minute before this Alder Drake, and we have people dead. They're gonna
it's one of
spawn.
those
They're gonna spawn
situations.
at what? No, they'll have time to get to Drake, but will they have time to defend their base? Because Plague Dawn running it down mid now, and not in the bad way.
No, it's one of those situations again where you see like an overcommitment from one player or 2 players, and then the other players being unable to follow it up. So it looks really bad, but it's just communication.
Okay, they're looking here now. This Drake is the next thing. 40 seconds. Royalty still waiting on their last member to spawn. Orange is coming up right now.
So they have to deep-push mid lane now.
Plague's resetting here.
Yep, they should. Like, the Drake's only up in a bit. They've got the ability to walk later on into this fight. It's better for Royalty to be set up there first, but Plague could just go with the super minion to even kill at like 1 or 2 of the Royalty minions and then go for the dragon. But like, this is how Royalty wants this fight to be. They want to be at the objective first.
Absolutely, and Trundle just pushing out mid isn't there. So you see Wukong, he does go in with the ultimate, going to get suppressed. Going to see the QSS and Lissandra just deleting the Miles. Zaya ult comes down, Orphic goes golden, and Zaya able to take down the Lissandra, and looks like this is going into Royalty's favor for now. But these 2 tanky boys, they've got the damage. This Trundle whacking his pillar, but it's not enough. All in the last one alive, going to get taken down very shortly by this Cho'Gath. The silence comes in, and that is going to be the ace.
Yeah, it was a really good flank from Duck. His team got punished for it, but I think Royalty overcommitted. Again, you don't really see any anti-heal on Royalty's team. Not saying like that would have made the biggest difference in the world, but it does have an effect, especially on Wukong. You know, he becomes a little bit more killable.
I mean, also this Wukong picking up the QSS. I mean, we saw it in the last fight as well. I mean, it's Miles' ability to lock up someone. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore, and it just allows Wukong to do even more damage on the back line. And
I feel like this is where,
Malzahar didn't even get to play that fight.
This is where Lance is having some small problems. He's always getting engaged on by the Wukong, so he's forced to blow his ulti onto the Wukong, and it does not matter to the Wukong.
He's just I push E, I push R, I spin, something like that.
Even if you CC me, I don't care because I've got access. Yep. Okay, well, I mean, they're down 5 Alder, so
This
all 5
is
members of Plague have Alder now.
now Royalty must know this is where they don't take the fight.
Yeah, they should not take the fight. They should also. I mean, your best bet here is that somehow you steal the Baron, but it's like pretty impossible.
With yeah, there's nothing. Okay, so a Soul Point, Elder Drake, Baroned up, Plague Dawn, grouping up as 5.
You mean as full soul?
Full soul, sold up, altered, baroned, strong.
Very
No one
strong,
full
yes.
bolt. No one full bolt. But they are pushing down. They are sieging, and I actually don't know what Royalty do here, because Plague Dawn should just walk in here and be able to end. And at the first step of someone trying to engage, they just die. And yeah, we have it. Trundle does get the ult. It looks like Shutdown is going to go onto the Wukong, but brother, that happens. Asanda does take down the Xayah on the backline, but it's not where you want to be because there's damage taken down. Trundle going to be the one going down. Sivir going for the double, will get the triple very shortly. Ash ult not going to be enough. Gets the triple kill, gets the quadra kill, takes down the side of Royalty, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be your first finalist for the Metal State Pro League, going to the finals to take on either 5 Lonely Men or ATK this Saturday. GG well played to the side of Plague Dawn, GG well played to the side of Royalty, but unfortunately there can only be one winner, and tonight that is Plague Dawn. Thanks. I don't know if there's anything on your side for closing comments, Mario.
I mean, I was DC'd the entire time you were saying things, but no, I got nothing really to say. Thanks for having me. It was a good game. Red Raven finally got to show us what Sivir can do when it gets to late game, and it's not like 13 deaths behind.
We finally got a
glad to
late
see it.
game. It was great to see.
You just see Sivir sprinting down people. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, I think overall it was a very clean last game from Plague.
Absolutely, and at the end of the day, they were the victors and they played the better game. So, well played to them again, and we'll see them in the finals on Saturday. Last game, the other semi-final game will be taking place this Thursday at 8 p.m. 5 Lonely Men versus ATK Esports. So, tune in, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you there to see who will be going to the finals to take on Plague Dawn. But for now, that is us for the evening. Mario, thank you for joining me. Good night to everyone, and have an awesome evening. Cheers.
See ya, people.